see red. All these demons in my head, they beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head, they beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see, I close my eyes and I see. Careful who you choose as a target. Get it of a war, yeah, I think I'm all in. I don't think you know what you started, 'cause one of us is ending up in a coffin. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation, 'cause nothing to say, then you better say it. Just know that you're what you saw. Close my eyes and I see red. All these demons in my head, they beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head, they beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see, I close my eyes and I see. Strange how quickly you went silent. Wait, now you're saying you're not about it. Don't stop, you should keep on talking that talk. See if you can walk. Close my eyes and I see red. All these demons in my head, they beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head, they beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see, I close my eyes and I see. Tiptoe, careful what you wish for. You don't wanna end up in my space, no, no, no. Wishful thinking you might get home. You might have to gamble with your life, oh, no, no. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation, 'cause nothing to say, then you better say it. Just know that you're what you saw. Close my eyes and I see red. All these demons in my head, they beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head, they beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see, I close my eyes and I see. Careful who you choose as a target. Get it of a war, yeah, I think I'm all in. I don't think you know what you started, 'cause one of us is ending up in a coffin. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation, 'cause nothing to say, then you better say it. Just know that you're what you saw. Close my eyes and I see red. All these demons in my head, they beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons careful what you wish for. You don't wanna end up in my space, no, no, no. Wishful thinking you might get home. You might have to gamble with your life, oh, no, no. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation. Cause if you say, then you better say it. Just know that you reap what you sow. Close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me. I close my eyes and I see. I close my eyes and I see. Careful who you choose as a target. Get it over wall, yeah, think I'm on it. I don't think you know what you started. Cause one of us is ending up in a coffin. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation. Cause if you say, then you better say it. Just know that you reap what you sow. Close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see. Tiptoe, careful what you wish for. You don't wanna end up in my space, no, no, no. Wishful thinking you might get home. You might have to gamble with your life, oh, no, no. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation. Cause if you say, then you better say it. Just know that you reap what you sow. Close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me. I close my eyes and I see. I close my eyes and I see. Careful who you choose as a target. Get it over wall, yeah, think I'm on it. I don't think you know what you started. Cause one of us is ending up in a coffin. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation. Cause if you say, then you better say it. Just know that you reap what you sow. Close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons.
Civil War tore Kimona apart. They may call it a demilitarized zone, but really, it's just a no man's land. Unthinkable darkness is buried deep beneath inside.
What the hell happened here?
Beyond the ruins of war, wealth remains. You can choose to work alone, or team up with someone you trust. But never forget, you're not alone. There are other operators, warlords, foreign factions, and local militants to overcome.
Forward! I'll cover you!
I don't care why you're here, but you need to be prepared. Your job's not over till you reach the extraction point alive. Build your own throne, operator.
When most people hear Kimona, they think of chaos. Everyone comes here with a different purpose. Opportunities abound, they say. And I believed them. I believed they'd come carrying peace and hope. But I was wrong. They're all just wolves in sheep's clothing. And you're their prey. But this is my home. Some say there are no living legends in Kimona. I don't believe that shit. I'm going to prove I'm more than just a survivor. And for anybody who gets in my way, I will burn them to the ground.
Operator, would you rather be a petty thief or fight your way out and make a fortune?
Oh, come on! Stop watching, let's go! There's nothing left to loot here. Don't waste time.
Target down. Keep moving.
Our goal is to acquire the Totem 702 device. Don't die here. This land is no longer a place for civilians. Black Gold launched an attack on Goyapos Airport, which was controlled by Ganesk, intending to seize the airport as a troop deployment center. As mercenaries, you ought to be shot on sight. Therefore, no mercy, no holding back.
Talia, an unidentified squad has broken in. Intercept them immediately.
I'm ready to play now. Put me in the game now.
Open the fucking door!
Can't be afraid now.
In position.
Operation underway. We know this me.
I feel like an animal stuck in a
I got the device.
My time. Nothing can keep me from reaching the top.
I cover you.
Something wrong.
Understood.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
In position.
Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
Is the mission accomplished?
Recovery completed. Returning to port.
what you wish for. You don't wanna end up in my sights no more. Wishful thinking you might get home. You might have to gamble with your life for a moment. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation. Cause when you say, then you better say it. Just know that you got your soul. Close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me. I close my eyes and I see. I close my eyes and I see. Careful who you choose as a target. Hit it over wall, yeah, think I'm on. I don't think you know what just started. Cause one of us is ending up in a coffin. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation. Cause when I say, then you better say it. Just know that you got your soul. Close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me. I close my eyes and I see. I close my eyes and I see. Strange how quickly you went silent. Wait, now you're saying you're not about it. Don't stop, you should keep on talking that talk. Let's see if you can walk. Close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head.
When most people hear Kimona, they think of chaos. Everyone comes here with a different purpose. Opportunities abound, they say. And I believed them. I believed they'd come carrying peace and hope. But I was wrong. They're all just wolves in sheep's clothing. And you're their prey. But this is my home. Some say there are no living legends in Kimona. I don't believe that shit. I'm going to prove I'm more than just a survivor. And for anybody who gets in my way, I will burn them to the ground.
Operator, would you rather be a petty thief or fight your way out and make a fortune?
Oh, come on! Stop watching, let's go! There's nothing left to loot here. Don't waste time.
Target down. Keep moving.
Our goal is to acquire the Totem 702 device. Don't die here. This land is no longer a place for civilians. Black Gold launched an attack on Goiapos Airport, which was controlled by Ganesk, intending to seize the airport as a troop deployment center. As mercenaries, you're to be shot on sight. Therefore, no mercy, no holding back.
Talia, an unidentified squad has broken in. Intercept them immediately.
I'm ready to play now. Put me in the game now.
Fall back! Open the fucking door!
Can't be afraid now.
In position.
Operation underway. Clean all and me.
I feel like an animal stuck in a
I got the
cage and I'm
device.
ready to break out. My time. Nothing can keep me from reaching the top.
I cover you. Something wrong.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
In position.
Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
Is the mission accomplished?
Recovery completed. Returning to port.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the second week of the Abydos, the Arena Breakout Infinite Dual Airport Showdown. God damn it, I practiced so hard for that one.
You almost got there.
We almost got there. We are here for a second week of action. I'm joined by the fantastic Seal. How are you doing, good sir?
Doing all right, man. Looking forward to the games today. We're not going to be going to airport for more than one round, man. So I'm excited to see some new vistas today.
Gonna be really nice. I just saw that Owen Aymar is actually playing from Egypt right now. I'm casting from Argentina, but we are going to snowy Northridge. Absolute opposite of what we're living right now. We're gonna be going to the snow for a lot of our rounds. And then for the last round, we'll have a Showmatch coming into airport. I'm super excited. I'm super stoked. I know airport's kind of the new fancy shiny map, right? The high tier PvP map. But something about that snowy Northridge just exactly hits my kind of vibe. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I like it a lot. It's a very peaceful sort of map, which can be good and bad depending on the kind of experience you're looking for, but also just to kind of be maybe giving you a sense of false security. I personally really like how the map is a lot easier to travel across. If I want to go to a hotel, I don't have to cross any bridges. If I'm trying to get the cable car, again, like I can kind of just take however I want. But also the center of the map has a bunch of new features, such as moving the dam extract to a helicopter extract and fighting over that extract happens all the time. It's super fun. It's really, really interesting and new. I love the new Snowy Northridge map.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how much you changed just by freezing up that lake, right? How much the vibe of the map changed, how the gameplay changes. It kind of goes to show you how hard map design is in a way, where one small change like that, making that area traversable, just changes up basically everything around the map. Sure, if you're inside hotel, it's the same thing. If you're inside a cable car, right, it's the same thing. But whenever you're moving around anywhere central of the map, it's completely different. People come from different sides. You got different options. It's super sick, and we're gonna show it for 3 rounds today. If you were here yesterday, you kind of already know what we're doing. But if you were not, I'll catch you up to speed. We are going to be going into 4 rounds. 3 of those are going to be points, counting towards the grand total, and then we're going to walk away with 1 winner after those 4 rounds. And here's the schedule that we already talked about. Lots of snowy Northridge today, and then we're closing it out with a fun one on Airport Seal.
Yep. So the Snowy Northridge rounds will be the quote-unquote real rounds, while Airport will be the show match in which you guys voted on whether you want to see pistols, shotguns, or snipers. We'll get the confirmation for you guys pretty soon here on which of those 3 modes it was, but I think we're going to get a sniper rematch going on to Airport this week, Kolo.
Yeah. And we're gonna, I think, have a very clear vote on that. We'll talk about that when it gets to it. But first, let's talk about what we're doing, which is 5 teams of 4 streamers. And then they play 3-point rounds. They play 1 community voted round. And the point format will be familiar to everybody who's watched quite a bit of ABI tournaments. But if you haven't, it's the loot value that you acquire plus a kill count times 1 million plus 10 million per red item. So red items are absolutely huge, and we'll see teams work towards the extract immediately when they find one. But you cannot put it in your safe container. You cannot put it in a retrieval box. You have to get it out.
Yeah, a good rule of thumb if you're ever confused about what someone's doing, and this is honestly for us more than anyone, Kobo, is if what someone's doing doesn't make sense, they probably have a red, and they're just trying to extract with it. You do have to send one of your players out early if you're trying to secure that value, like you said. So getting a red absolutely changes the entire dynamic of how you're approaching the match, because it becomes wondering what everyone else is doing to all of a sudden, oh dang, how do I get this guy out of the raid?
Yeah, absolutely. Which is going to be very different here on Northridge than it was on Airport. You kind of have a lot more space to maneuver around, right? But here's the prize pool of the event: 20,000 for the first place. The winner takes it all, and that is a chunk of change. And we are not spreading it across multiple teams. You win it or you don't.
And that's on top of the 20K from last week. So overall, the entire Abidas event has had 40K prize pool go towards the players alone. But there's also a lot of things for you guys to be earning as well over time. So hopefully you guys just stick around. You might get yourself a big fancy Steam gift card if you're lucky today.
I'm honestly a big fan of that. I come from an esports background where we always split it up a little bit more evenly to get some of the randomness out. But this is a show match, right? This is for fun. This is entertainment. And then it's kind of nice to just have a winner and everybody else is caught short. And that is completely fine with me. And that's going to be really exciting when we come to that last round, because we are only playing 3 rounds, which basically means everybody can win when the 3rd round starts. And we had a good showing of that last week where we had no idea. We were watching. We got all the streams. We even got the Observer POV. And we got it completely wrong who was winning. So it's going to be exciting. But yeah, we're going to go to that 3rd round with the winner undecided. But we're also going to go to that 3rd round with plenty of our giveaways already sealed.
Yep, there's tons and tons and tons of giveaways going on right now, gang. Rules are basically as written, but we'll try to get you guys up to speed as well. Basically, every match, whichever team wins, anyone who voted for them on their airplane ticket on the ABI website, your name will be put into a hat, and then based on their placement on the voting leaderboard, so how many votes everyone got, that will determine how many $50 Steam gift cards are put up for grabs. So the players or the people that won will be announced on stream. And then if you are trying to claim it, there'll be different methods for claiming whether or not you won through your team winning or through a Twitch giveaway. We'll be going over those, I think, those methods a bit later, Koo.
Absolutely. We're going to be going through it whenever it comes up. Just to let you guys know, there is 2 different ways to win, and one of them involves picking the team, and the other one is just going to be in Twitch chat, but we will be explaining when we get around to that. And what I want to do is look at the votes a little bit, because we said, you have to vote for the right team. So we should have a look at what team people voted for, and we get a very different picture than we had last week's year.
Yeah, and what this tells me is that people believe in Anthony, but also specifically in the 3 ABI players that are on Anthony's team. They did win the previous week, so just if you look at it on paper, then these are the people that are most likely to win this week as well, probably. So a lot of people trying to put their votes there, trying to earn some Steam gift cards, but there are still people showing their support for Shroud, Landmark, Glorious, and Aqua. Shroud still sitting proudly with 14K votes as well. And honestly, after the couple of games that we saw from him last week, Koo, I wouldn't be surprised if he takes home 1 or more rounds for their huge conglomerate of fans.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they were super explosive. They had some absolutely massive rounds. I think they won 1 out of 3, right? And they got really close on the third one. So definitely favorites there. We've seen Landmark's team already completely, or I should say Landmark maybe, tear it up on Northwich last week. So that's also a good one to be putting your votes on. But we also have Glorious voters. We have Aqua FPS voters. And, well, you might get yourself a less likely win, but you will be having somewhat better chances because there will be less people who pick that team, right? So it's going to stay exciting for everybody. But there is a lot more stuff that we're still giving away. It's not just that. We also have drops on the stream. We have drops in-game, essentially. A lot of you would have already gotten themselves these drops that we see on stream right now. You might not have realized that you can get yourself some stickers if you subscribe to any of these ABI streamers or you give them a sub. But that little white line at the bottom is important as well. There is Showmatch specific drops that you can only get by watching the Showmatch today.
Stick around, gamers. There's tons of rewards to get. I'm personally a huge fan of these stickers. I always love the idea of like your name almost being like immortalized in game, right? So if you guys have any streamers that you enjoy, people that you watch, every head back home from work or whatever, make sure that you send them one sub. That will, if you have your account linked, that'll get you a sticker where you can show off your favorite streamer in game.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't end there. There's the airport looting event as well. I know I haven't been able to play as much as I wanted to, but all I've been doing is checking in every single day, and I'm already getting myself some good loot from just that. But you can do the missions. Some of the missions are just check-ins, other ones are missions in-game, and then you can get yourself some loot, including some pretty good items. A lot of the times you might get yourself a red item in there as well, which I know every ABI player at this point is absolutely addicted to. So basically what this means is play the game, click on all the orange dots, and make sure that you get yourself that loot.
One thing to highlight as well, in the bottom line, you will lose the rewards if you don't claim them. So I'm highlighting here what Cole just said. Click on the red dots. They are trying to help you.
Yeah. And if you can't figure out at first glance what the red dot is about, keep looking a bit. Sometimes you have to click through one more menu. Sometimes you have to click a claim somewhere. But it's usually just a lot of free stuff coming your way. So it's good stuff. We also have the Creator Challenge going, as we do almost every season, where you can upload content. And if your clips are good, then you can get yourself some prizes until the 22nd, which means there's not that much time left. It's 6 days.
Oh man, I was too lazy, Ko. I was gonna release my forbidden guide, but I don't think I can get it done in 6 days. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it there, man.
Cheeky little bit of self-advertisement. We love that. If you haven't watched Seal's videos, then go check him out. Right?
Hey guys, we play ABI sometimes.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. There's always a lot of good stuff going on every new season, start of the season. We talked about skins a lot last week. We'll talk about them later on today, I'm pretty sure. But first, we should talk about what's really going on today, which is the teams that are playing today. So let's have a look at the teams, 5 of them, and we're going to kick things off with some of the biggest names on Twitch. Yeah.
Yep. Team Shroud featuring Peanut, Summit Shroud, and I'm Out. Now, one thing to note here, you mentioned this before, Kobo. I'm Out, or Owen, as the community refers to him as his first name. There you go. He is currently playing from a travel setup, and I think you said it was Egypt earlier.
Yeah.
Now, and he wasn't 100% sure he was actually going to be able to play today. So I'm definitely scratching my head a little bit on whether or not, he'll be able to perform at 100% on the travel setup. I know for me personally that if my setup is even inches away, or if my chair is different from what it is normally, I struggle. I am very particular about that kind of thing. So traveling for me is really, really hard. That being said, this is a team that they were very, very adaptable, which is very surprising considering we have one primary ABI guy on the team, and they were able to more than hold up their own on many fights. Definitely highlighting Summit mowing down solo in a very, very important round 3 elim there from the last event, Koa.
Yeah, and I think the good thing there is as well that Owen or Imos, I'm probably going to be going for Owen most of the time here, value is a lot of the IGLing, the strategy, the understanding of the game, and that doesn't change when your setup feels a little bit weird. As long as it doesn't get into his head, that should be just fine. Team number 2 is a big man Landmark himself. He absolutely dominated the show match. It was crazy to watch. He was basically just a predator running across the map, killing everything in his sight. And he's accompanied by Trey and Sheaf. Trey bringing out the MK last round, making all of us a little happier than we were before. And then Jake is the ABI main on that squad, kind of trying to give them the strategy and the IGLing.
This is the team that's going to see the most improvement this week. If Landmark's showing in the previous Northridge show match was any indicator, these guys are going to play a lot better on that outdoor, more open environment. Something to note as well is that teams are given 240 rounds of M61 red ammo, and we are allowed thermal scopes. So if you're not going to be one of those teams that's just gunning it for one of the central POIs, i.e. hotel, then you're going to have a lot to worry about from tappers in the woods, Ko-Oh.
Yeah, 100%. This is the map where it really worked, and I think this is the map where we see the M24 maybe come out a little bit more, where on airport it kind of made a lot of sense to play the M110 because the ranges aren't as high. Here, we might see a lot of bolties coming out, or maybe just a few, and that's enough for me to get excited. This team is a team I'm excited about. These are the winners of last week, and I think for good reasons, Seal.
Oh, yeah. Any sort of trepidation or like concern you had about this team melted away after you saw their performance. 3 of the strongest ABI players in the scene playing together alongside Anthony. And honestly, though, for me, Buggy, absolutely the MVP, getting a ton of opening knocks as well as IGLing, but Anthony as well, doing a fantastic job of just slotting just as a very, very solid pillar on this team. Definitely holding his own, getting tons of knocks, just like playing, not playing overly aggressive, but also not cluttering comms, asking tons of questions. He was just like a kind of silent, stalwart defender of his team. And I think he definitely did his job last week, Ko-Oh.
Oh, for sure. And he and Sheaf both said something where they were like, I played a lot of games at this point. I got the experience, and I also got the experience that other people might have the better understanding of the game, and that I just lie back and try and do my job. And they did that fantastically. Now, this is a team that I think has the most potential to improve. Having Labsrat on the team, who basically has won almost every single ABI tournament until then. They got Rockstar Glorious as well, fantastic player, SCP. They were a little bit underwhelming last week. I thought they would be better, but maybe that is the 2 IGLs kind of clashing. Maybe there's something there. We'll have to wait and see if they can show up better this week.
GL's best performances historically have been on Northridges as well. That's where he's been the most explosive. A little bit of TV, a little bit of Northridge. Obviously, we're not seeing any TV today, but Northridge, I'm hoping, will give him the freedom to help make the calls for his team, help enable him saying, hey, like this is what's going to have to happen, like spread out, spread out the net and try to get some really, really big raids here. Like all these games are probably not going to happen all in a hotel. As long as they don't, I think that he's going to have the maneuverability to make some good plays for his team.
I think a lot of teams are going to be looking to third-party those hotel fights as well, or looking to get the exits held out, and that's going to be really interesting, but we'll get to that later. This is the last team on the list. This is Aqua FBS, and I almost said the boys and girls on his squad who did surprisingly well for me. They were the dark horse for me last week, and they did way better than I thought they would. And Aqua just also seemed like a really chill, really interesting guy. So I'm excited to interview him much later on. I'm excited to see what they can pull off. They are a team that, again, is a little bit of a dark horse, but I wouldn't count them out at all.
I really liked talking to Aqua and about his thoughts on extraction shooters. We're going to hear from him on that one later. But this was also a team that did a lot of determining the meta. They were one of the only teams in round 1 that did not go for the bloodbath inside the central command tower. And that sort of, when everyone else saw how many points they got, everyone was like, oh, we don't have to participate in like a 4-way free-for-all. We can actually play the edges. So even if they didn't win the event, I think that's the team that actually had the most impact on the meta of the event.
They did. Now, let's talk to a team that had a lot of impact in basically every single sense of the word, because we will be interviewing the winners of last week. So we should have Anthony here. I think should be ready. I'm not quite sure if we're lining that up here in a few seconds or in a few minutes. Production will let us know. But I think we have him ready, and I think we should go over and talk to him.
Gonna be getting that up as soon as we can for you guys. And honestly, like, I'm looking forward to seeing how the prep's going to be going. But hey, what's going on, Anthony? How you doing today, man?
Can you hear us?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Can you guys hear me okay?
Hey, there we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
What up?
nice.
What up?
Good to talk to you.
I know, you too.
We
You
have
too.
to,
You guys having a good day?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. We're ready for some
Yeah, I'm
AVI.
excited.
We don't want to keep you super long.
Yes.
Um,
No, it's good.
I have
You
a
can keep me
question.
as long
all
as you
right?
like. I have oodles of time.
Oh.
Nice. We're chilling. I talked to Seal a little bit, and he said you've been watching tutorials. You've kind of been getting the prep going. And I wanted to say, like, how comfortably do you feel in this lobby now that you guys kind of showed off last week? How are you feeling coming into
I
this?
feel, after playing with the boys last week, feel very, very confident. You know, I mean, these people know what they're doing. Buggy's an insane IGL. Like, I've been in a ton of tournaments too, because I'm old on Twitch, you know. So I've been in a lot of tournaments, and like the way that they have the synergy and the way that Buggy commands the team with his knowledge is insane. So I really love my team a lot. They're amazing players. Each one of them are just insane at the game. Buggy's knowledge is, like I said, is just next level. You know what I mean? So, and he mentioned too, like last week we played the airport map. That was my first time playing it. And then I asked him about this map, and he said this is like his bread and butter. So I'm like, oh hell yeah, okay, all right. So he's very confident on this map and his knowledge.
It's literally his main, yeah. It's what he plays basically all day.
Yeah.
So regarding the map, though. Yeah, regarding the map, so airport, obviously one of those kind of like more closed off. I'm not going to call it like urban, but it's definitely kind of more built around like, you know, interiors, compounds, things like that. But Northridge is like an extremely like wide open outdoor map. So like when it comes to your personal preference, like when you're playing extracted shooters, which of those two styles of map are you more attracted to?
I mean, I kind of like the balance, if it has a balance of the open world and like indoors. That way, you know, you can kind of have a variation of like the type of weapon that you're using at the time or whatever. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna like this map more than the other one, just because the other one did seem like there was like a lot of enclosed like nooks and crannies, because my knowledge on the map isn't that well. This one I feel a little more confident, just because like beginning, you know, you have the open wide map, which like in PvP it'll be much more reasonable, instead of just like in airport there's like little corners that I don't know about or whatnot. I remember running into like rooms, I'm like, does this connect to the other room to flank him? I don't know. You know what I mean? So this one should be a lot better.
There are so many angles on airport. It's actually crazy. Like even the people that have grinded it since the second it came out.
I was gonna say,
you go into a room and that guy can be on a box through a window. He has a little air ventilation shaft he could be in.
I was like in a room and trying to cover like a corner, right? And I was just keep looking around the corner. It comes to find out like the corner is just like a dead room. There's like nothing in it. So I was like watching a room that no one would be going out the whole time. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, hopefully no one's on that.
My room's definitely clear though. It's definitely clear.
Yeah, definitely clear. Maybe a couple rats in there or cockroaches, but it's clear.
Yeah, it's sick. Cool. Thanks for hanging out, man. You've been super chill. It's been super fun to talk to you.
Yeah, of course. I'm so excited, man. Especially like this tournament, like versus these other streamers. It's great. A lot of them are like my friends. Like Shroud, I've known for a long time. Freaking that sexy peanut dude. You know, I'm glad like we get to face him too. Someone I've known forever also.
Hell
like,
yeah.
You know, all these awesome folks. Sheaf, Landmark, you know what I mean? Glorious. So it's great to be in a tournament, and like they're great teams, man. I'm glad to be a part of this and be versing them.
Yeah. And no pressure, but you got the most community votes. So everybody's thinking you're going to win a game.
Oh, tell the community thank you. I love them. They're amazing. I didn't think they would. It was like there's so many like huge popular streamers of this, but tell them thank you. Community, you're the best. Thank you.
All right. Good luck in the games, Anthony. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys can do awesome.
What a good guy.
What a nice guy, man. But everyone we talked to so far, they're all such nice guys. Like, you just know why they're doing well, right? They're just chilling, they're hanging out, they're good at video games. Like, what else would you want?
Exactly, man. Well, I mean, honestly, I want him to win is what I want him to do. Or at least put on a fun show for me. Last week, we got a pretty good one. And this week, as we go into like snowy Northridge, I mean, besides the snow blindness, I'm really looking forward to today.
Oh, for sure. I think this is just, for some reason, this map is just my vibe. And what Anthony said is so true as well. Especially the outside of Northridge, but even the hotel is so much more intuitive and easy to learn than Airport could ever be. I feel like Airport is literally designed to be for the sweaty PvP grinders. It's complicated. It's not super intuitive. Running around in a forest, everybody of this guys is good at that. Everybody understands what a ridge is and what a little dip is and how all of that stuff works. So today is going to be a bit different, I think.
Yeah. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. I after watching the Snowy Northridge map last week, I was just like, oh man, I really want to see more of that. And honestly, I wasn't aware that this week was going to be 3 Northridge, 1 Airport. I thought it was just going to be the same thing again, where we're doing like 3 Airport and 1 Northridge. Realizing that we're getting 3 Northridge maps. Like when I get a good Northridge game, that's like some of like the tip top of like what ABI feels like it could be to me. So I'm really, really looking forward going into today, man. Like I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm one of those guys. I like the solo ops in Northridge, actually. It's, of course, people are playing slow. Everybody is hanging out a bit more. But it feels a little bit more like that kind of, that open world sandbox kind of thing where people are spawning everywhere. People are coming from everywhere. You don't really know where people are going to be. And you just have so many different teams on the map. For me, that's absolutely my jam. Just, getting it in every now and then when it's on the queue. I love it.
You get a huge variety in the kind of player you find as well in solo. Like sometimes you'll just find like that MP5 leg meta guy, and then sometimes you go to comm station. There's a dude with like a moto helmet and like U1 DVC loaded up. It's like, oh, that's what we're doing today. Okay, like interesting. Whenever I see something like that, I always get my heart just instantly starts pumping. Man, it's one of the big reasons why I like this game.
Yeah, I think literally my last raid on Northwood Solo was me running around with a moto. I was that guy, and
You were that guy.
Headshot. I got headshot by an M110 with red ammo and didn't die because it was out of range. Good times, man. Good times. That's something we might see today. All right, we're gonna see a lot of red ammo. We're gonna see a lot of long range action on this map.
Oh boy.
But yeah, again. I think we talked a bit about Snowy Northridge. I am hoping that we see just a few bolts in the mix, because I think if you're going to bring out an M24, it should be on this map.
We talked about red ammo. We talked about thermal scopes, which are also technically allowed, by the way. And honestly, even if you're not bringing in the thermal scope, the M24 or the M110, or just like the backup red ammo, or even the primary red ammo, is going to be able to provide a lot of value. We mentioned before that as long as you're within that 80, 86 meter effective range of the M110, or the 120 meter effective range of the M24, these guns will be able to one-tap you unless you get that lucky ricochet. That's definitely going to be one of the easiest ways to get those instant value and like instant elims on these teams. But like it has to be your primary.
We are already going. By the way, this is one of those sleeper changes I feel like they made in the last patch that not a lot of people talked about, but they drastically reduced the chance for multiple ricochets, right? Which I think is one of those tiny changes.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good that is no longer a thing. You don't just ricochet 3 M995s, within 5 bullets anymore. That doesn't happen anymore. It's one of those small things that really helps the game along.
It's not even like a reduced chance. It actually like literally is a cooldown. So like if you get the one ricochet, you cannot get another ricochet. It's really, really nice for mitigating RNG as well as giving more value to those chunkier helmets. Interesting to see here. Oh, wow, okay. Shroud's team running up on cable car. Aqua already set up defensively on the inside. So that's going to be Aqua versus Shroud. We'll be looking at that fight as soon as we can. In the meantime, however, on the edges of the map, we do see Landmark looting up Sewage. I don't see any reds. Talk about thermal scopes. Different things they're going to have to be worried about. U1s and T1s all over the place. Also seeing a difference in gear, though. Rather than bringing in the full-on Tier 6 blast helmets, we are seeing helmets that let you wear headphones. Makes a lot of sense when you audio and information is so important. Hearing when and where a fight is happening around the map.
100%. One of the biggest changes as well, I feel like, to the meta and to the game has been the audio changes, where the SH65 got nerfed pretty hard, and a lot of others are saying that other helmets, other headsets also sound very different. One of the most material changes you can make to the map. Now, this kind of seems like the game's up here already, right? This kind of seems like both teams have a good idea of what's going on. But if Aqua gets too close to that window, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned. I don't know if Aqua does. Oh, well, he's starting to peek. Has 3
he's
mags.
Looking, but he doesn't look very scared.
He doesn't look very scared, but I'm not sure if anything scares this guy. Can we look for some peeks there? In the meantime, Glorious over in the Camp Services POI on the bottom left. So we're seeing GL on the far east, Glorious on the far west, and it's probably considering how confident they are. I imagine that Buggy and the boys are going to be inside the hotel proper. So cable car between Shroud and Aqua is going to be our primary source of contact here going into round 1.
Yeah, nice to check in on the boys here and then.
I think, which is kind of scary.
But does look like that's going to be the deal. And honestly, I don't envy the observers here, because one tap and somebody might just be dead. It's going to be hard to catch that one. They seem super aware, though. They're setting up basically the extract camp on cable car. And if Aqua's team is not aware, then surely at least 1 or 2 of them are getting caught.
If we get a pick, we can extract from here. You only need 2 dog tags to extract from this little location where they're holding right now.
Thank you for stealing my top.
I shot him in the face.
Oh, what a headshot from Summit!
No way.
Full dead right there, I believe. I saw his body drop backwards.
Okay.
Owen's about to tell him to just click tap and check.
He's got shot.
But that is
do that anymore on this client. On the tournament client, you actually cannot tell, if what your loot value is, or if you got kills. So luckily, he saw him slump down, but the aggression is coming out as Team Shroud advancing on the right, while Summit and Peanut hold the line, try to make sure that they don't get any errant peaks. But on the side, it's Team Landmark hitting Shroud from the eastern edge.
I shot him back, though.
Shroud had a really good setup. I think he was proning and looking under some of the trees there. Summit gets the ammo back in.
They have no idea.
Should be able to get a pick here, surely, but maybe they just walk up on an angle where they see Summit and Shroud doesn't see them.
This is extremely scary. Shroud's team split, pushing 1 team inside of the cable car, 2 holding back. They're starting to look towards Landmark's team.
I was caught. I was full caught in the open.
Shroud taken down by the 4-man of a Landmark. Thermal scope being used here by Trey.
They thought they had the upper hand, but it's just like that. Another team in play. And there it is. I think that's Aqua that's down, right? Yeah, I think I see that correctly. So it's Aqua that got immediately bopped. And now Shroud's out of the question, but Summit's lining up another one. Yeah, no problem. See you later.
One of them's dead.
This is the southeast, correct?
My
Yeah,
God!
southeast guy. One of them's dead. I don't know if there's more.
Good work.
Of all of the head clickers that was going to be on this team, I was expecting maybe a Shroud, maybe an Imao, but Summit is the one who is carrying the boys right now. However, he is still in a 1v3, there's a 2v3 situation alongside Peanut. Can he continue to click on these heads, Koho?
He's also so chill about it. Gets back in cover. Only the stomach is hit, so that doesn't really mean all too much. But he's got to worry about 3 more from that team getting angles on him now, Seal.
So hard, bro.
On the left side, we see Peanut going down and out. Oh, Landmark with the thermal scope. Finding him, flushing him. Excuse me, this is Chief, actually. Excuse me, this is Chief. Who finds that. Backup scope in the bag. So thermal up on top. 7x in the back. There they go. I think that might be... I'm looking around. I don't see a single player on Team Shroud anymore. They got split up and then cut to pieces between the sandwich. That was Aqua and Landmark.
Yeah, they weren't ready for the third party. They were winning the initial engagement, but they weren't ready for the third party at all. And you saw Summit there. He had to go out into the open to try and get away from Trey, try and get away from Sheaf. And it's actually Atom that gets the kill on him. But yeah, one more team. Here's the shots. gets ready to engage.
Just clear the right side first, GL.
Extremely strong spot for Landmark's team to be in. Not only do they have 2 bodies of value that they can access without pushing into the cable car proper, but they also can continue pushing into the weakened Team Aqua if they want. They didn't lose one, so it's going to be a 3v3. But I mean, hey, go big or go home, right?
Yeah, but if they push now, they make the same mistake that Shroud and Summit and all those guys made, and they get third party by Glorious. So they got to be really careful with the timing that they have on these picks.
What's the worst that's going to happen? Are they going to get shot or something? Like, I don't know what you're worried about here, man. Like, just take the fight. What's the worst thing that could happen? I don't understand.
Yeah, just shoot him in the head, right? That's what
Just
Summit
shoot him in the
head. Yeah, it went great.
Not so far.
Wait, did it?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So, south edge of the map, Glorious, scoping out over
I read that so wrong.
Oh, am I incorrect? Actually,
no, I did. I'm lost and confused. The snow is playing me for a fool.
It's really white. Yeah, it's really white. But yeah, okay, yes, we are. I was right. Luckily, we are on the south edge. As Glorious leading his boys from the west to the east, and Buggy's crew. I hate fighting teams that do this because this is just the strongest strategy for the hotel teams. You just sit up here on the second floor or on the third floor. You camp, and then when someone pushes you, you kill them, and then you extract. Like this is a really strong place to play. It gives you really strong defender's advantage, and unless they're pinching you, it lets you disengage if you want. Now the concern that I'm seeing here is that we are very much committed to this defensive playstyle. They don't look like they're very interested in the 3 teams that are fighting around Cable Car. And if Glorious doesn't push them, which honestly, if I'm in Glorious's shoes, I don't know if I do. But if Glorious doesn't push, then all of a sudden you might just have like a big nothing game, and that's not very appealing.
What I do wonder is how much info do they have about each other? And I think there's a really low chance that Anthony's team knows anything about Glorious. But maybe Glorious saw them move in. Maybe there was some scav shots that alerted them of the presence. Because then all the cards are kind of in Glorious's hands. Like at least he can make the decision of whether to push in or not.
Yeah.
That being said, like, you don't want to push in, right? But what else do you do?
Yeah, if you're at hotel, like if you're on the edge, you kind of have to like make a decision there one way or another. You can't like if you're looking for just other teams that are playing on the exterior, there's a lot of just chance that factors into that if you're going to even get a fight. Something to consider as well for the Anthony team.
Yeah.
Do they even know that Cable Car is happening? I don't know if they do.
I doubt it.
Front if you guys want to cover.
Everybody's suppressed, right?
This guy right here, my kill.
I haven't seen any grenades either.
Yeah.
Nope.
You have smokes, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Actually, if we can get that body, we need to get one. We need to get that body, and we just need to get out.
Body here.
And then we'll throw one person out.
Okay.
And then 2 of us comes back. That'd be probably the best move.
Okay.
One body, 2 bodies is huge.
One
So
can
let's
run.
focus
One
on
of
the
you
body.
guys.
So
can
that's
run
the
up
play.
naked. Yeah, get the body. Run
Yeah.
up naked. Yeah, get the body
Alright.
together. Then extract. Then
Another
like
player, my mark, dead body, my mark.
The closest
Oh,
one
they're
that
just
you
walking up
you're
on
going for
all of these bodies.
already?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going for this other one on the right.
So we're just
Slowly
trying to
finding
get enough
everything.
Let's do
space,
that.
secure the bodies, send one person out, and then the 2 that are left, they continue to fight. Something important to note here, Trey with the SVD, very suboptimal option, I gotta say, Kobo. There's no red ammo that you put in that. It's gonna be tier 5 ammo only, which is, you're losing out on the versatility of the M110. You're losing out on the headshot, the one-shot headshot potential. Definitely concerned to see that gun. I almost wonder if he used all the M61 by running the MK last week.
That's one of the chances. And then we also have the gun rules, right? We're not allowing more than one copy of a gun per team. So I'm guessing somebody already runs the MK, somebody runs the M110, and then somebody's running the M24. I
didn't see the M24. Is that one right there from GL? No, it's an M110. Yeah.
So I don't really know exactly, but we do know that he has enough bodies to switch the gun if he does want to, but I don't think that's really a priority right now. I do agree with you on the weapon choice, but I think right now, sniffing this out and figuring out what exactly happened to the team inside Cable Car is just #1 prio.
Chief already with quite a bit of gear, ditching the U1, ditching the tier 6. Looks like he might be trying to access Shroud's body, who did get downed on the ramp. Jake doing some Tetrising of his own. A bit concerned for Sheaf to be starting to tease this angle without support from the team. Juxto and Zegers playing on the defensive. Where is the third from that team, though?
A bit further off to the left, I'm assuming. I think they were a bit split up there. Don't think that we missed the fight necessarily.
Foggy, appreciate you.
Yeah,
Dude, I love this. I just realized we are seeing Sheaf versus Adam. Long-time friends, long-time teammates. I want to see this fight. I want to see this like actually into a fight. I don't want to see these guys like run off, like scurry around, secure some loot. I want to see some like a friendly rivalry between these two guys.
Yeah. I want to see as well what kind of angles we're setting up here. What kind of angles are we holding? How are we holding down this cable car area? Because there is a good chance that the first team that makes a mistake does crumble there, right? There's a lot of open space when you're approaching cable car. You're only 3 man up if you're team landmark. This can go wrong in a variety of ways. And, well, looking like Rockstar and the boys are not super interested in Hotel here.
Okay. I mean, there's something to be said for just bypassing this entirely. Your extracts are generally going to be on the other side of the map. However, we also do have the helicopter in the middle. We have the access bridge. We have the parking lot. There are plenty of extracts that will just kind of open up. I don't necessarily know how valuable it is to just get to the other side of the map to access those extracts. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned now about not only Glorious's team, but now Anthony's team, about their ability to actually secure any meaningful loot from this game, Koho.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. We can definitely say Anthony's team should be in a better spot. They at least get to loot Hotel, right? They got a chance that they get out of red.
Maybe get a red, yeah.
That's already a quiet, nice round. If you get to the helicopter, maybe that's also, right? I'm thinking there's some pretty big brains on this team. Are you heading to the helicopter spawn at this point? Helicopter extract? Because there's a team in Hotel, and they can't extract with dog tags. So where are they going to go, right?
That's so scary. And something that I'm wondering, Koho, is that this has actually been a problem in a lot of the events we've had up until this point, is confidence.
Yeah, let's see about that, bro.
I actually almost think that like a high level of confidence can almost backfire on you. It's like, okay, like we're gonna go to like this PvP central of the map. We're going to like hold the best spot, and like this is gonna be the play because I know it from all this experience. And then it might make you unable to see things in a different way or to adapt properly to the reality of the game that's unfolding around you. It's like being 4-up right now is definitely something like it's definitely like a good place to be, but it's also putting a lot of chance. A lot of luck on the line for like if you're even going to be able to like there could have been players across the map that got into a fight, secured loot, and are gone already. It's almost chance that hasn't happened yet.
Honestly, maybe we should have brought.
Yeah, I think at some point in these games, right, there's a lot of unknown quantities and there's a lot of unknown variables, and you just got to play your hand right. And I think they felt like their hand was to secure Hotel for now, and you can get some raids there, you can get some massive value, and you can get a really good fight. Now, when that doesn't happen, you hopefully have a good plan B.
Yeah.
And that's what I am definitely concerned about with you. That doesn't mean that their plan A was wrong, right? Like, sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to, and sometimes Glorious teams maybe thinks they have more prio and comes in and contests you. Sometimes they don't.
Okay. Interesting. Jake moving up with Sheaf to begin to attempt to secure these bodies. It looks like there's 2 here. One up on the high ledge, one on the midpoint of the walkway.
That's it.
Jake, the point man.
Right, so
Sheaf, right at M110. Will 1 tap to the head.
Did drop his AR. Don't know if he picked any back up. It doesn't look like it. He's going to be the one looting the body. They're going to get that information or try at least with the util.
Okay. Sheaf's in charge of backing the body. Zeger's trying to put some util in, does not get it around that corner though. A lot of smokes, a lot of gas, a lot of util coming through, but this works both ways. You know, I don't think that Team Landmark wants to push this co. I think that they are more than happy to sit here, secure the body, and then maybe leave. All this util is going to make it hard for either team to see anything, and I think that they're okay with that. I think that Landmark's okay with that.
Throw smokes to cover. If
We
you
backing it up?
Yeah.
Yep.
That is a lot of util though. And
They got the bag.
I was a bit busy looking at the loot, but that might have been a pretty loud sound cue across the map as well. So getting out of here, if you don't have the cable car, might be tricky, but Adam is making moves there. Look at that.
Love it. There should be a third player on Landmark's team. I don't think that Landmark has fallen yet, but a massive bag of loot currently being secured by Sheaf.
Give me anything extra?
Yeah.
Give me anything extra?
What's up?
Are we allowed to use the shop?
Dropper for him.
Right.
I don't think so.
That's my scope, but it doesn't matter.
Oh wow!
I would love that stim right now. I'm a big fan of just getting cable car and immediately popping that purple stim. But I guess they're bringing enough endurance boosters. It doesn't really matter either way. I'm personally, nobody cares about my opinion, but my opinion is that stim is the best way to play the game.
100k for perma stim is nuts. Oh no! Okay.
That's what I meant.
Hold that thought. Sheaf is running his bag eastward down the highway. This is where Glorious is right now. Sheaf might have an entire bag full of 2 players' loot and his own being delivered straight into GL's hands.
Yeah, and I think I saw Anthony in the distance as well. I think literally everybody heard that util and everybody instantly booked it. Sheaf sees him, takes the shots, does a bit of damage here and there, but he's moving forwards as well. He doesn't know what he's moving into.
Fuck, man.
GL.
He was running back left.
Red ammo into the side of the head. Surprised to see that one tap. I was pretty sure that was out of range. He just had to land those headies first. Could not make it happen. GL. I'm actually a little annoyed, Ko. I'm actually annoyed how good GL is at this game. Like whenever I watch him play, this dude is just cool as a cucumber. Like mechanics to boot, and we're seeing him just land 100-meter snapshots with red ammo. This guy's a beast.
But I'm confused. I'm seeing a lot of Zegers. I'm seeing Atom. I don't. Where did Chief's teammates go? They just get absolutely blasted?
Did they get hit in the back?
Well, they're still sitting in the pocket lot, and everybody just made the Atom move out of the left-hand side. But I'm surprised how the teams have switched up here.
It's hard to say. I wonder if they've fallen. Glorious though. Only got 1 body of loot, but they see the evidence. They know that they have a dude with a bag full of loot in front of them, which means there's more where that came from. They're still 4 up. Their armor is in full condition. And they're starting to see some heads be poking up over that ridgeline.
There's the gun. I'd love to see it.
M24.
But what I also wondered earlier, you see the reflex there of instantly going for the safe container for the stims. Not allowed to use that one here. I saw an Anthony name tag in the distance, and I don't know if he's coming up. I don't know if they are 5th partying this at that point.
Well, they gotta be, right? Like, it's the only play that you have if you're trying to get anything out of this game. You don't get anything by securing your own loot. The only value that you get is from securing other people's loot. That's why we see people dropping their own gun, dropping their own helmet, etc., whenever they can. In the meantime, though, Buggy leading the way. They're skirting the south edge of the map. I'm really not sure about this co-op.
That's much further than I thought it was.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes left. This feels to me like they are not at all interested in going for this fight. Now, I think this makes sense if they have a red. I think this is very smart if they have a red. But if they have not secured any loots, then I do have some questions about this.
Yeah, either way, even just 1 red as a team, that's a slow round, right? That's an okay outcome. It's better than 0. It's better than just a few kills and dying.
Nothing.
But it's going to keep you in that 2nd or 3rd place. Now, there is a chance that's what's happening. There's also a chance that they were just out of audio range and they just didn't hear it, right? GL's team, Glorious's team, they made that move towards Cable Car a bit earlier. They might have heard things that this team hasn't. And that doesn't really give them a fair chance. This extract, however, Seal, is telling me they must have gotten a red.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever extracted a Beekeeper's Hut in my life. I think this might be a conditional one. No, I've done it once. I think that you need to like complete missions to activate it or something. And yeah, like I see so this is like some observing client stuff, guys. I saw the smoke on the free cam. I did not see the smoke here.
That makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
They're looking to third-party heli if they can. They would hope to get a good fight here, but 7 minutes. No, heli's... I mean, that being said, where is Glorious going? Is he just going Cable Car, or what's the deal there?
Yeah, I'm looking like towards
Wow.
south-ish.
Yeah.
Giga awareness.
Yep.
And not only is it awareness, but they're also on that northwest side. If the hotel team is going to push, this is the angle it will happen from. In the meantime, SB, I believe he's bagging up Sheaf currently.
Easier said than done.
Least. Oh my god! And look at this, because he blasts him in the head, Koo. That armor is at 100 out of 100. Immense value, and even backup armor should you need it in the fight to come.
Yeah. Drops the P90 because I think that was his own gun. Doesn't matter. Doesn't count towards the loot value. You get that out of your inventory ASAP. You try to absolutely stuff yourself with goodies. But they have found more bodies there. They're just dipping into the same body, maybe. There is a chance for them to walk up onto a whole lot more goop. But again, we know everything. We know a lot of things that they don't. We see a lot of things they don't.
Oh my goodness. There's no time, man. Cable Car pops. I'm not sure who's popping this actually. Okay, no, okay. I think that we did miss the rest of the cable fight happening here, Koa. I'm pretty sure that Sheep's teammates did go down. It looks like
everybody's coming.
It looks like Team Aqua was able to clear them out, and yeah, the Cable Car timer has been popped. The knives are out. Crit leading to land his end. Buggy and Anthony pushing forward themselves, and unfortunately for them, they're not going to find the cable team first, Koa. They're going to find on the hills Landmark's crew.
Yeah.
Not Landmark, actually. So Glorious.
You're saying on the hills, but Glorious's team is moving in as well. Everybody's pushing. Glorious's team is making the push right now. They're going to be the first point of contact towards Atom and the rest of the boys of Team Aqua. This is going to be a bloodbath, but maybe Team Anthony gets to swoop in really late here. Just being last to the party might be a recipe.
Can you make this run in 3 minutes? This is going to be close. If you're not extracting a cable, I think you're dead if you're running over here. Just as like timing wise, you're MIAing at the very least.
That's a really good point, but maybe at some point it's better to kill others, make sure they don't extract. I'm not sure. SCP is definitely holding the back for now. He's gonna have a thermal to work with as well. That should really help with the spotting. If he gets caught off guard, then suddenly all of the doors are open. Did Glorious just call this off? Did they just stop their push?
They called the push off.
Remember as well, Dam is not a thing anymore. You have to take the heli.
And there's another guy right here.
I can loot that guy.
We need to be packing up.
Yeah, I can loot that guy. But shouldn't we be
man.
careful though? We might have some more players.
Yeah, they might. They might be. There might be.
So yeah, they've called off the push. They have called off the push. Aqua is going to be exiting a cable alone, but in the meantime, creeping up right under Rock, it is Buggy and Anthony.
Yeah.
Shots fired, game's up, everybody knows what's going on now. The thermal's going to be absolutely huge if he can line up something through those trees, but popping over the hill, it's not going to help you all too much. Does Team Anthony know what they're walking into, though? Are they ready for a four-man just holding them here? You see that cross? That's not a good cross to take.
Good shots from Anthony. Two U19, or excuse me, T19 shots digging off that helmet. One more burst like that, and he will take that player down. 3 minutes left. You don't have time to play neutral. You have to go, go, go.
You have to absolutely send it, and even then, I'm not sure what you're doing. I'm not sure where you are going. You won't have much time to loot at all. This might be an MIA for a whole lot of people at this point. And at that point, you wish you would have extracted a red, but that's not really something you are given. Anthony is running it down, though.
Oh, getting that flush. Looks like someone on the team was able to get a knock. He is able to secure that for himself. 3 minutes left. That means the cable is going to be finishing up any second now, denying their ability to use it themselves. There it goes. Cable station closed. 90 seconds on the new helicopter extract. Maybe we can get here, Kowo, but
oh man,
you have to
you just
leave
gotta immediately
literally
swap
now.
everything. Immediately swap everything. Drop everything that's purple and just send it. You do not have time to think right now. You do not have time to loot. Ammo is a really good call. And maybe they had a bit of a conversation about this stuff beforehand as well. I know Crick kind of likes to prepare his teams. Good call, but just pack up and run. You do not have time.
45 seconds to have somebody at the helicopter. Otherwise, you're done. Because again, it's a 90-second timer. If
There is
no
a chance that somebody
there,
already ran, and we just never saw it.
Did we hit all 3 bodies? I hit a body.
I hit one.
Go.
I hit one in
Okay.
Oh, wait, maybe we're going
you,
parking
Buggy?
lot, since they can cross the ice.
You, right, Buggy?
oh, maybe. Maybe. It looks like they were able to clear all 3 bodies, by the way. I think that we saw one. We saw one get flushed. So I believe that they were able to clear out most, if not all, of the Glorious team. They grab the goop, they get out, crossing the wooden bridge toward, like you said, towards parking lot.
Yeah.
And
You're
that's
making
not
that.
got
Yellow
any
weight,
kind
you're
of
making
timer.
Yellow weight, you're making that 100%. I think this is beautiful. I just kind of assumed that they would have the bridge, but obviously there's a chance you just get parking lot, and they should be able to easily make it there.
See Buggy and
what the
Anthony.
rest of the team is doing, I don't have an idea. That is Solo, a little bit further behind. No, it's all good. 1 minute, should be okay.
Okay. So it looks like that today it's going to be Anthony and Aqua walking out with a fair amount of loot. I'm really curious how much, if any, loot Aqua's team was able to secure. Right here, we're seeing a pretty conservative, about 3 players loot secured here on Anthony's team. This should put them in the lead going into the first round. I'm wondering how much Aqua's team got. That they were basically forced into a defensive posture the entire game. I'm not sure how many bodies they were able to secure.
Look at that poor little Scarf walking up. I have no idea as well. But I love to see how that keeps working out for Aqua as well, right? They play the quiet game, they chill, they hold their ground, and they're the ones extracting. Summit popping off huge doesn't amount to anything. Glorious getting a good third party, thinking to push in at the perfect time. I don't think that amounted to anything. I don't think any of them made it out. And in the end, I think it's Team Anthony that probably got away with the most, but there's a good chance that if Seegers and Atom, if they moved out a bit and they grabbed all that loot on their doorstep, that they're making bank here.
My takeaway from that game personally is that playing outside of these POIs is just too dangerous. You get your kills, you secure your loot, and you either go or you leave. You can't be taking 10, 15 minutes just trying to secure some angles, maybe sneak your way in. It has to be violence of action or nothing at all. Very, very interesting round 1. I think there's a lot that everybody learned from that round. I'm really excited to go into the next one, Kowo. But first, I think that we have some giveaways, right?
Of course, the players aren't the only one getting all the loot. You can get yourself some Steam gift cards. ABI is not messing around. They're giving out Steam gift cards for anybody that's in chat right now, and anybody has a chance at least. I should legal disclaimer, don't sue me. All you have to do is type ABIDAS, so ABIDAS in all caps, and you will be entered into a giveaway. And if you do win that giveaway, we'll read out your name as well, and you'll get pinned to the chat, and they'll do everything they can to give you that Steam gift card. So ABIDAS, ABIDAS. I'm getting better at this stuff soon.
Right there, it's right there. ABI plus the little letters that are above our heads. So make sure that you guys check in there. Very, very soon we'll be giving you guys the details on how to secure all of those cards as well. I know that it was a bit of a pressure point last week, so we're fixing that for you guys this week.
Yeah. Let's head into the highlights, though. Let's see what the players were cooking up. There is a bunch we missed, and there's a bunch we caught. And I think Anthony actually had mega impact there with those headshots, right? He really opened that up. But we will see for ourselves. And the man who started it all, in style, just went, bop.
Killed one. I shot him
All
in
right,
the face.
see you later. And then 2 minutes later, did that to another team.
You die, Peanut, or you alive?
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Number one. Number
I
two.
headshotted one. I headshotted one.
Beautiful shots from
She's got
Summit.
one
I'm
dead.
really hoping
Finish
we
him
can
off,
see more of him
She's
soon.
dead.
But this
Dead.
was the response from Landmark, just playing through the hills, using those thermal scopes to a wonderful, wonderful degree as Landmark's team goes down. Really, really interesting play here in general, just from Aqua's team as well. Playing defense, not trying to do too much, basically just waiting for the people around them to make as many mistakes as possible.
Yeah. And a very clear strategy choice as well from Team Landmark was the thermals, right? We didn't really see them on other teams as much. They were really gunning up on them. And I think it paid off in that fight.
Yes.
The only problem with these ABI matches is it's not about winning one fight. It's about getting out. It's an extraction shooter at the end of the day. And you don't get out, it doesn't really amount to much. Chief sees the army that's coming at him, gets absolutely doinked. And that wasn't the one tap either, Seal. That was 2 damage indicators coming in. He just got popped.
I missed that. So not one, but 2 headshots. I thought that was out of range too. Yeah. So ton of players just landing shots straight into the noggin of Sheaf. This is the final fight that we saw. The most impactful one in the game. Anthony coming in with 3 minutes 50 left on the timer.
Yeah.
A couple of little doinks here and there, but after that, just going straight on it. And you know, Koa, I wonder if that spray was actually the knock that we saw Anthony flush later on.
Could have been, and the thing is as well, right? We saw the conversation, and this is why I love it so much that we are listening to these players. We saw SCP say, "Oh, you have to bag this guy up," and Glory says, "Oh, but we have to watch out." And SCP is the one watching out. SCP is the one holding, but that doesn't matter when Anthony just rips your head off, right? So, that anchor falling opened things up, and they must have crumbled in seconds afterwards because they were just immediately dead.
Yeah, I mean, that situation called for violence of action. You don't have time for anything else. That was the exact correct response from Anthony and the boys. They were able to get a little bit of loot. They were pretty lucky that the cable teams were not in cable. If there was no one there, they would have been forced to extract at the parking lot outside with very, very little to show for it, but very much so just playing that entire round on a knife's edge. I wonder how they feel about it. I don't think we're going to be interviewing them after this round, so all we can really do is kind of think about it. But I wonder how they're feeling, what their feelings are walking away from that. Are they thinking like that was really good, we're going to play that through again, sitting in a hotel, going into the next round? Or are they like, wow, that was really close and I didn't have control of the situation? Like, I really wonder what they're thinking going into round 2.
I'm thinking as well that there's nobody who's just gonna have the game plan to sit in a hotel because you gotta get the spawn, right? And people see the spawns now, so they have a little bit more time to adapt, but you have to be prepared. And I think this is something we saw from the last tournament as well, from the showdown, is patience gets rewarded a lot. And the only time it doesn't is when everybody else is really patient. And you gotta just cut it really close sometimes, and they did. And if they didn't have that parking lot, it wouldn't have worked out. But it does, in the end, work out for them. I think we're going to see them pretty high up on the scoreboard. But first, we are going to see a few of you guys win yourself a Steam gift card. So I think we're ready to roll the names there. And Seal can do his fast reading challenge once more.
Tax a small Coco. Oh, Coco! Yo, congrats, Coco. Jam, Derek, JD Gamer NL, 1Lim01, Nikita Buyanov, I Butcher Plays, Silvestri Giuriza, Shika Miz, and Cookies Cream. I recognize 2 of those people. That's really cool. Good, congrats, guys. So really quick, the rules for this is if you won this particular set of drops, check your Twitch whispers. Someone will contact you through there, and then you can redeem them later. There will be a different method of redemption for the next set of Team Steam drops that will go, and we'll go over that when it comes up for you guys.
Yes. Just keep your eyes open. If you might have missed it now, the names will also get pinned to the chat. So you, even if you weren't here for just this second, you should still get notified, and you will have a Twitch Whisper. And if you can't find your Twitch Whispers, keep looking. They're a little bit hidden if you never use them, which no one ever does. For this purpose here, I think they work out pretty well. So congrats, guys.
Yep. Okay, we're going to be going over the post-match standings for you guys. Looks like we've got all of that tabulated for you. We'll be going into that as soon as it is ready. And I think that the first place is likely going to be just like last
Yep.
week. Anthony, Kong fan, and after that, it's basically just Aqua securing. I believe that is 1, maybe 2 players of loot, and then it is literally only kill points down the line.
Yeah.
There is so much loot left on the ground there, Koho.
There's an insane amount of loot left on the ground there, and I think that wasn't by mistake either. I don't think there was that much more to pick up. Aqua's team not really able to get out of Cable Car without risking a ton, right? So they can't stack up. So they end up with around roughly 3.5 mil per player, which is not bad, not the maximum. Anthony's team ends up with 6 mil per player because I don't think Crit made it out. I think he might have
Correct, he
fallen
died.
in that last fight. So they kind of maxed themselves out pretty well. I think 6 mil is pretty good. So they could have maybe gotten up to 25, 24 or so, but considering the time they had left, I think they did pretty well.
If we think about that cable car and like the mountain and the road next to it is 1 POI, 12 people died there. 3 teams all showed up to that hill trying to assault cable car, and not a single one of them really made it work, Koho. That's actually, and honestly, considering how much heat there was, I'm surprised that that went as well for Aqua as it did. Because there's so many teams that were just trying to show up, trying to just burst down the door that was Aqua's cable car. And no one could really make it work. Like the pushes that came in, like just didn't quite work out, and Aqua was able to hold out for long enough for the third party, and then the fourth party, and the fifth party to all come by and ruin everyone's day. That's probably going to be the main adjustment going into the next game, Koho, is I don't think that anybody is going to be sitting on that hill anymore. That spot is now public enemy number 1.
I think what you said after the game is spot on as well. You can not take the fight, or you gotta go hard. And if you get stuck in the middle, you start moving down that hillside, you start sniffing out cable car a little bit more, and you throw some util that the entire map is. At that point, you gotta either get in there or get out, and that's really hard because either one of the 2 ways are really hard. But the team with the most votes winning the game means that the most amount of players are gonna get themselves a Steam gift card. That's $50 for Bottega, Ginger Slag, a Russian name I can't pronounce, I'm sorry, Monarch, Sebok, Lee Joan, Middlelust, Red Durko, Meow, kind of could be me, honestly. Focusy, Fiverr, Alvaro Racing, Jenny Z, Mudrik, S193, that's a shotgun, Alternate Route, Chewy, Sloyu, Ergotamine, another Russian name, Not Jax, Patty Tech, Letters, Braxius, and Psycho. Damn, this is harder than it looks.
Man, reading actually is hard, unironically. By the way, guys, so we were mentioning 2 different methods to redeem these cards. The first one was through Twitch Whispers. This way, you must contact Waze Z on Discord. He'll be on the ABI Discord. Make sure you're in there. That is capital W, lowercase AYZ, capital Z, Waze Z. So contact them if your name is on the list. Please do not spam him. This dude's DMs are going to be a mess after today. Give the man some grace. Only contact him if you won. We'll know. Don't waste his time, please.
No. Don't. Was that pun? Don't waste. Never mind.
Okay, dude.
Never mind. Poor guy. He is the one that's going to give you all the Steam gift cards. So better behave. All right. And so far, Seal, the community knows what's best. Community vote wins the first round of the game, by quite a mile as well. And, they only have to stay consistent for 2 more rounds, which they managed last tournament. So we're going to go into round number 2 for you guys here in a second. We're not wasting any of your time either. And we're going to see if Team Anthony can pull it off again.
I'm looking forward to it. We'll get in there soon. Also, Ko, any second. Ko, I'm doing some mental math right now. If Anthony wins all 3 rounds, that's going to be 75 Steam gift cards, $50 each.
Yep.
That's a lot of money. That's like a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah. I'm saying ABI is treating you folks, but let's get to the game while it is hot. Atom, Really good spawn. I keep saying Atom instead of Aqua. I don't know what's going on in my brain. Really good spawn to get inside hotel from their side. There might be a really good spawn on the other side as well. But this is what I said earlier. If you have the right spawn, I think you always get in there.
They're gonna push through. Yeah, this is the second best hotel spawn. This is not the first best hotel spawn. I think I'm hearing some comms from Zeger saying that someone's pushing through. Someone might already be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's already here. Someone's already made it to the third floor, and they're committing to it anyway. Now, committing to this does not necessarily mean that you have to push in. It does look like it is going to be glorious who's gotten here. But also we have Buggy and Anthony coming in from the right side. Three-way fight going on in hotel to start round 2.
Well, Landmark is just chilling, hanging out. Okay, they're not in the mix. Thanks for letting us know, observers. But there are 12 people in hotel right now, and I think that makes a ton of sense. No other POI has the same amount of loot. You get yourself all these safes, all these key rooms, and you set yourself up for success. Now, this usually, I'm not loving it. They're going to run through the gauntlet here. They're going to try to cross, and Anthony has no idea that a team could be on this left. They're going to get pinched no matter what.
Violence of action, the name of the game here. If you get 2 dog tags, you can secure the hotel extract. That is one of the easiest, safest ways to get out of here, but they're not the first ones here, Ko. They're walking right into a team.
Yeah, Gloria's still holding their back. But we do know that Aqua and the rest of the gang are ready for this.
In there?
Good. Yep.
Defense.
They're playing big time defense here. Oh no,
Where's that fucking nade from?
Does he get the tag?
That's from our homie. That was me.
That is a pineapple grenade. So pineapple grenades do not go through walls. If someone was there, he's not going to get that tag hit marker.
I do. I have a guess.
Got a stun.
I think that's honestly, for me, that's the worst case scenario because I think they had the jump on Team Anthony there. Team Anthony was moving across this like they had no idea somebody could be on their left.
Yeah. Playing a little slow, securing the loot that they have. P90 M24. This is one of the most terrifying hotel loadouts that you could possibly have.
Yeah.
He trapped the guy, he says?
I think
They're
so.
getting aggressive on this.
Couldn't tell if those were scav bodies.
Oh, it's the boys. We definitely.
The Viper's trap.
Did you guys get
Slowly closing. I see a couple of bodies here. I think we missed a fight.
Yeah.
2 bodies caught on that staircase. Who was that, do we think? Are we thinking Anthony?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think GL also said it's the boys. So that's another clue right there, I guess. Or GL said it's the boys.
They're all dead.
So is there one left? Is there one left on Anthony's team?
I didn't see any. I'm not sure. And this is kind of what I was talking about before, Kobo.
I think there was just 9 players there on my screen. So I think somebody's left.
Maybe
a
one.
weird name. It was just 3 numbers.
This is exactly what I was talking about before. When it comes to like assuming that like this is my map, I know this really well, and then like using that to I guess sort of like assume that you have prio that you don't actually have. Confidence in mapish and map knowledge doesn't matter in the face of tier 5 rounds like slamming into you. It doesn't matter if you're pushing into a team that is already set up playing defense.
Jake, where's the safe? Where's the safe?
Coming like towards us.
Yeah.
It's all open field.
Landmark and Dam. Looking for the safe.
Shroud and Landmark is the next thing that's kind of coming up. But that hotel thing is not nearly over just yet.
Not even a little bit. Shroud playing a much slower game. Beekeeper Sut on the, I think it's the east side of the map. Landmark centered up in Dam. Very, very good place to be. It was better when you could extract there, but now at the very least you get a little bit of loot for your trouble, as well as the ability to react.
Light to push the edge of the map here on my ping, okay? But the edge of the map here on my ping, okay? But most of the teams must have rotated around the edge of the map. I think what everybody's doing from looking at the last game is everybody's rotating edge of the map. So if we stay here for a little bit longer, we might be able to catch a team coming from hotel, because whoever's right. So if you look at the map, this is called God Spawn. A team would have spawned there on my ping, okay? God Spawn is the closest to this hotel, which has got like 7 safes in it. Now, if they spawn there, their extraction is right behind us.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if they do find
he's half
there,
right, Kobo.
they'll be coming our direction.
Yeah.
He's half right. And this is one of the reasons why we talk in the previous events about why information is so important. They're using a lack of information to try to assume what's going on. You know, they don't hear any gunshots, they've been hearing explosions, which must mean that everyone's playing quiet. However, the distances on this map are so great that if you're not centered up near the helicopter, near Dam, then you don't actually know that people are in hotel slamming into each other.
With my thermal. Something right there.
Spotted him. That's pretty big. That does not happen, but this could easily be a scout sit in there. No, that's a bot. Yeah. And my team is not that far from it, but they are a couple hundred meters further.
And to continue that thought as well, not only is this not going to work out if they play defense, because you know they're missing the idea that there's a hotel fight going on. They don't have that information that they feel like they should. But also, hotel can extract in hotel. You don't have to leave. You're not going to have to do anything besides secure 2 dog tags, then leave as a gang.
I think that's the bigger problem with the strategy, because I think what he was saying when he said people like to rotate edge of map, I think he's just referring to how the last match went and what he expects teams to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, as soon as you get a successful fight going, then you don't really have any problem getting out anymore. Then you don't really have any problem extracting from hotel. That being said, I think Team Anthony is well and truly out of this round. But there's still 2 4-mans there, and they're not going to let each other leave very easily.
It's going to be very, very difficult to leave here. However, GL, if I'm Team Glorious, I don't think I'm going for the second fight. We know they're there. We've heard enough information and enough like sound cues that they're here. But we can just secure these 4 bodies and leave. That's like 20 mil. A red for land. Oh, that's nice, dude.
Yeah. Pretty random red as well. I think he's in the ice cream shop next to in the parking lot, right? If I'm not mistaken. So that's a pretty crazy red. Shout out to the observers. But what I was saying is Glorious came in from the west and he's still on the west, right? And the other team is doing the same thing. So I'm not really sure how easy it's going to be to rotate around that team that's sitting between you and your extract. I'm not really sure if you really want to be going for a heli extract at any point in the game.
No,
it's not an empty map. You cannot do that. So getting out of hotel is easier said than done. Avoiding that fight is easier said than done.
Red is 10 mil, so he has 11 to 12 mil right there.
11 to 12, yes. Okay, we need that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's quick math. That's 12 easily. Yep. He's got a lot of really good golds, right? Like he's pretty solid.
So this is what we saw a lot in our previous like esports matches, Koho. These guys have secured a bit of loot. They're securing their timed extract. And at the very least, they're going to be getting their one boy out who has the red, who has the 10 mil. After that, it's anyone's game. We saw the previous matches. We literally went down to the last 45 seconds of the round before everybody had extract out of the game. This is the map to play the long game, to open up that big brain that everyone has and try to come up with some plans. And after you get out with your one guy, what's the next plan? Are you going to get out together with him? Are you going to try to like, you know, get some garbage loot around the edge? Or are you going to look for a fight from people that are still in the map?
Lucky, potentially.
Yeah. I think that for now they're just protecting. They're just protecting the VIP. Owen is tired of sitting around. Sweep an edge.
I like it.
But again, I like them being proactive. But I do agree with what you said. They don't have any info, right? It's easy for us to say if they did go towards Dam, they could have maybe walked into landmark there. They could have maybe got blasted. But now they're just kind of going around blind here. And that's not a great setup for the round.
Yeah. Going around the edge is really, really good if you stumble across a fight. So like it's like low risk, high reward. But the odds of actually coming across one of those fights does go down because you don't work with as much of that information. Glorious though, moving up. Koho. I am seeing some greed on full display here.
I'm the chosen one.
Oh, are we? Hold on. Are we trying to secure the extract?
Something on my left.
Protect the VIP. I think so, yeah. I think they're just trying to take the space to be able to get out there. I don't know how much presence they're really expecting here. They're sussing it out, sure. But they don't know that this is a 4-man set up to greet them.
I feel like you could assume pretty well that this is happening. I don't know. Like, if asking 4 players to not touch their keyboard, to not make any sound cues, that's a really hard ask, Koa, even for like well experienced teams.
I'm just gonna throw it in that vestibule.
Extract is being secured.
I think they're trying.
In the meantime, Aqua
I think they got an extract.
playing defense. Juxo realizes that they're going for the extract. Is there a reaction though? There's no response.
Good money.
Are they okay with this?
Yeah, but I've seen him.
Might be a really slow response. Might be too late at some point. They're also
30 seconds.
I think they split up the loot value quite nicely. But this man's red weight. This man's carrying a lot of goop out of this game.
Chunky boy.
Then again, a few nades. One opener with a gun and a few nades, and this is absolutely terrible, right?
Rockstar and GL staying behind. Nades coming in. He just has to survive for 10 seconds with the onslaught. Adam trying to say something about it. Zegers and Juxo pushing as well. SB playing defense. How hard is Juxo going to go? The extract pops. I only see SB left behind. GL going down. SB to 1v3. Can he 1v3 Aqua's team here?
Under a lot of pressure right now. P90 is a good gun to do it. The mags get emptied very fast. But if you're able to land your shots, should be able to drop a lot. And the question is, how well is his position known at this point, Seal? Because we know that Glorious got out, or we can be pretty sure he got out. We know that some of them are down already. If his position was never known, Aqua's team, they might just think that this is everybody gone.
It makes a lot of sense to play slow. Important thing to note for this game is that all of this movement that we're seeing, wiggling around, shifting, that is not quiet. Every single action that you take, whether it be opening your map, opening your inventory, literally holding your breath, all of these things make sound, make audio, make noise for the people around you to hear. And Juxo is literally on the outside of this tent. Didn't peek the window, very luckily for her. She would have been blown away. But she could have gotten the information from SB. And if SB continues to shift and to move around quietly like this, he will eventually be sussed out.
Yeah. Question is as well, what kind of helmet setup was Juxo wearing? Was she on a blast helmet, or was she actually wearing something with audio? Makes a big difference in these small, tiny sounds, right?
Let's hit this edge of the map.
But yeah, I like the reaction. I think that reaction was almost perfectly timed. They didn't get out Glorious. They didn't take down Glorious, but they got the upper hand in the fight. And if they end up with 3 bodies to loot, then that's more than enough.
One thing I want to highlight as well. Love this about Season 4, Koa. Well, I'll give it a sec. I agree, Peanut.
The chunky monkey right now.
I agree. I agree. One thing I do want to highlight in this. Oh, are we seeing people in the smoke? I'm gonna hold that thought, Koa. Shooting his gun. We are now aware that SB is alive in the tent.
I feel so uncomfortable sitting in there from now on. When their position's up, I know it's hard to push out, but I feel so bad walking out into the open after that.
I only saw 2 there, Koa. I'm not sure if Adam is still alive. I think it was Zegers and Juxo on the inside, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm literate. SB.
He might have just popped him. Yeah.
Cool as a cucumber, man.
I'm good on that.
I guess he knows the util's gone. I guess he can sort of read that the util is gone. But that being said, it doesn't have to be gone. There's a lot of bodies to reloot back up, right? So
hey, Chief, I'm gonna drop this rush bag here.
There is a world
rush bag. Why don't you take that?
Where they do have more bullets. Sorry, where they do have more nades. And if that is the case, then they could flush them out pretty easily out of that little tent.
Yeah, sounds are really good.
Is this your region?
Also, can we talk about Trace camera here? What am I looking at here?
Here. No, this right here. Chief, you're a surgeon.
What exactly? What am I looking at, Koa?
It's wide tray. What can you do? He's wide.
It's wide tray.
He's been working out. What can you do?
All right, 15 minutes. I believe that means that we are about ready to leave.
Yeah.
MVP, Protect the President, Trey is the man who is going to be allowed to do so. Oh, 25 minutes after the round start?
Oh, remember we have shorter rounds.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be...
They forgot that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's crazy.
I honestly think at this point you just.
Leave him here.
You know, my
Within the last
instincts
10 of the
tell me
last
that the other
5,
three
you
should
know.
already go.
I think 10
But the
minutes left.
reality of these games have shown us time and time again.
Time and time again.
It's okay to chill. It's okay to leave it until really, really late if you then
We could stay- one of us
execute
could
well.
Hang behind with Trey, and then
Okay, I'm just holding the bodies.
Doing so to be on an extract is really strong, Kobo. You're right.
Yeah.
Zegers and Juxto still alive, still standing strong. I believe we have lost Adam and Aqua at this point, though. I didn't see anyone around. Plenty of bodies around to try to secure. I at least know that there is a GL body on the bottom floor of that corner building that SP was next to.
And they
I
for
think
sure
Zegers at
have
this
grabbed
point.
some of Team Anthony as well. They for sure have grabbed some of that up.
There's a lot of bodies here. If we can get this last guy dealt with, we have a lot of money here.
Agreed.
That's the goal.
Easier said than done, though. That's a 2v1 against a P90. You can lose that any day of the week.
I'm going to be a little critical here. I really, I'm not sure what Zeger's goal is here, to be honest, Kobo. I think that Juxto has definitely got like a lot going on over there, where it's like, yo, there's one guy left. We just need to kill this guy and then secure the loot, because they can't take the van extract. Anything they do is going to be long and difficult after securing the body. You have to Tetris, and then you have to leave. I don't know if we have the luxury of like wandering around hotel, maybe also stepping on a rat when there's information that you 100% have on a guy who is right next to you.
Yeah, a lot of the time. Oh, you can see he's on edge as well.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, it's just better to take the fight the known quantity than to walk into something that you have no info about. Just because you know what's going on there, you have more information,
4 stuns,
more to go off,
Try to
and
situate what we can access right now and drive by the rest.
and.
So, okay, so I think that
they have
Zegers
the
doesn't want to
information-
fight. Yeah.
Yeah, if they have the information, and they had the information on the guy in the tent, Juxta was right next to him. I think that's a clear, and I hope that they find the confidence to do it, because it's just such a good play.
They're not on the same page, Kobo. I feel like they're not on the same page, which is a little bit scary. Moving at Dam, Landmark finding themselves back here. Dam pretty close to parking lot. I'm not sure if they've identified that that's like a thing that they should worry about yet. Not sure how much of a Northridge grinder Jake is, but they have 2 minutes, I believe, to get to the parking lot and contested extract that they don't really even know that it's happening right now, right?
This is where we got killed from, literally.
That's their team, though. That's Trey at that team. Or if you're talking about Summit and the boys, they have no idea that that's happening.
Get out of here.
They're probably going to walk in, and they're going to find themselves.
I thought I was fucking dead. I'm popping a painkiller again.
Yeah. Well.
And I guess they just popped somebody, or shot at somebody, or got shot at, because Summit's a little bit on edge there.
This is a scary place to be. This is where the majority of the server died last round. They're finding themselves here again, but it's a very different game this time, Kobo. They have no idea what's going on here. They don't know who is there. Zegers securing a red. Okay, so he is getting rewarded. I was just saying, hey, I don't know if it makes a lot of sense to be running around here looking for loot when you have this information on a player, but he is rewarded for for slowing down with 10 mil if he can secure it.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to ask a question that I think I know the answer to. I'm kind of a solo player. If I extracted the car extract there once, I don't know if somebody else is going to be able to do it later, but that's not a thing, right? That is a one-time thing.
We saw on the map earlier that it was red, it was blacked out.
Same with the cable car.
No, cable car is repeatable. Hotel is not. Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Sure, Dave Ajus, yeah.
I understand a little bit more why he's so hesitant now. If he just found that red now, that's a really good reason to get out. But I mean, you're kind of playing that low risk, low reward game if you're getting out with that red right now.
We heard a second of Peanuts panics.
Yeah.
As a couple of shots from Sheaf do go wide. Unable to quite secure that kill, out of range with the M110 will require multiple headshots to actually secure a target. But 10 minutes and 2-1-0, I believe that is the parking lot that I think is now available. I didn't see a pop-up.
It's the last 5 minutes.
It's still not active.
It's 5 more minutes.
5? Oh my god!
I'm worried about that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go.
They might be forced into this fight just to secure their red Kobo.
I doubt it. I don't think Summit's team is crossing that. But then again, what is Team Shroud doing with their round if they don't? So yeah, you have a point there.
It's the only information you have.
I'm not loving the thermal on that peak. We know that this is all clear. We know that this is all clear for Shroud and the boys to take. They don't, so they're going to take a little bit of time running through it. They might be going for that fight, and then I don't know how hot Sheev is feeling.
They're playing slow, securing their extract, but the cable car extract can only be used if you have 2 dog tags. This team has not seen any PvP at this round, besides a couple of whiffed M6 one-shots. Peanut's looking.
Yep.
Not actually even sure where the shots came from. That M110 suppressor doing a lot of work. Sheaf closing the gap, though. Getting up to a bit of an island on the bus stop. It's going to be hard to leave here, but this is a very surprising spot for someone to be. You only need 1 shot to actually make it work. But in the right side, we see Baked, Jake, and Landmark crossing the frozen lake, getting to that very, very scary hill that killed so many players last round, Kolo.
Do you ever bring in a backup scope if you're running the thermal in this kind of game?
Yes. The thermal scope is what I use for information and for ambushes. The other alternative scopes, my 2.7, my ACOG, that's what I use for actual CQC high paced PvP.
Yeah, because I do feel really awkward walking into cable car with a thermal on my gun, like this POV right now. But that being said, he spots something, he takes a few shots. Team Shroud is looking for the fight, and I love it.
I don't know where I go.
Sheep just can't quite find a good peek. Trying to use the LOS blockers to get away, but no.
Got him, he's AZ'd. Gotcha!
Yeah, full dead.
Thermal H4 from Peanut actually taking Sheep down.
That is so sick, and they can roll this over now if they want to. They can try and run this down, cover for each other, bounce off each other, leapfrog that a little bit. And Trey's got to be really careful, like he said. I didn't quite believe it when he said it, but he's got to secure that red somehow.
What an ambush here. Jake on the low ground, lacking a bit of cover here. Landmark as well, trying to wait for this perfect ambush. MK Thermal will not one tap. It's going to have to be an auto or at least multi-taps here.
That's a few taps coming out. A bit of damage done, but he gets punished so hard. He's down.
Hit from the side, Shroud taking Landmark down with a wonderful spray. Almost being knocked himself, but does get back into cover, Kolo.
Yeah, nice.
He's got to get that heal off. He's got to get that Thorax back. That is very, very red right now. Armor is dinged up, but still usable. How many teammates does he have left? I think they're still 4 men up. I think they're looking really good.
They didn't lose anyone. Peppered they are. Armor is taking some hits, but they have been able to secure not 1 but 2 kills here throughout this fight. I believe Trey still holding back, now sweating as his hands are clutching that gilded cage.
Yes, just keep an eye on him.
He's getting that out. I think Trey is going to be able to get that out if he hasn't been popped, which I don't think he has.
Remember, drop everything.
But there is still one guy kicking. Landmark gone.
I don't want anybody picking that shit up.
Sheaf gone. And Trey is surely just hiding out in a corner, trying to get that extract.
I'm going to play in the building, just look out of it.
Shroud slowing down, backing up, trying to safely obtain information on where more enemies could be. Lacking the thermal scope here is it really hurts though. Looking out windows on this map, you actually can get hit by some pretty rough snow blindness. Unironically, it's very, very hard to see with how bright and how foggy it can be at range. Owen, however, closing the gap under the covering fire from Shroud. They're just trying to get to the bodies that they made, secure those bodies. If there's more players, there's more players. But if there's nothing else to worry about, then they'll be fine. But Trey, oh my goodness. As Trey moved out going for a flank, and Peanut on Sheep's body as well.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
Trey's going for the 1v4.
I'm not sure. Have we seen Jake at all? I don't know if Jake has died. I don't think Jake would be the one extracting. He must have died off camera, and Trey just doesn't dare to stay in the extract. But it would pop right now, and I think we're going to see that pop up in 6 seconds here. We might not see it for Peanut's team, because they might not have it, right? There is a bit of a 50-50 going on there. But Trey could spell disaster here. There it is. Parking lot activated. This is where the red would have gone out, but maybe he does a bit more damage and then tries to get out. I'm not sure what the plan is.
It takes like 3 minutes to come.
There's a lot of money on this guy. Looking at like the double gun, tier 4 rig, rush bag.
We better, yeah. I feel like we just get uncomfortable.
So much red ammo.
Red ammo. Yep. No worries.
I should we go parking lot. You're right. You're right.
That's a big bag.
Okay, look,
He was hoping
From Peanut.
Summit doesn't have a field bag, so he can't really just take everything. But he's gonna still get a big bag from this. Just filling up his, putting a rush in a rush. Looking spicy.
Get that helmet too. From Peanut, looks like that their plan is going to be to, in fact, take that parking lot extract. It is right next to them. They've gotten a couple of bodies of loot here.
Yeah, over here.
That could have been the third.
Somebody yell at him to put a rush in a rush.
Right here, I see red. Right behind this car, I see red right behind the tire. I don't know what it is.
Looks like they might have spotted out Trey.
No, a dead body, I think it is. Trey was on the
Where
other
is Trey?
side, right?
Yeah, where did Trey get out?
Trey almost crossed the river, but he might have gone back for the extract now. We didn't really catch it. He's going for something else. Yeah, he wants to be safe. He doesn't want any part of it.
He ran across the whole map.
Yeah, I don't even mind it.
Oh my
I don't
God,
even think that's
okay.
the worst thing. Yeah, he's getting out.
It makes sense. Like, if you think you're gonna get, I'm gonna say it, Ko. If you think you're gonna get Unga Boongud, if you're thinking a hard push, then it makes sense to just give up your extract.
Okay.
Take the safe way out. You have a red. They're going to be able to secure 10, 11 mil for themselves. It's a bit surprising, and it does open up some risk from another team catching you off guard, Ko. But it does secure your 12 mil value that you have. I don't hate it.
Where did you kill this guy?
I don't hate it either. I think a 1v4 would have been really, really unlikely. He wasn't going to do a ton of damage either, but just by killing one. So risking your 12 mil for that is probably not worth it. Peanut's getting out with a bunch of goop. Shroud, Summit, they keep hunting for a little bit longer. But I don't think they're finding anything. I think they're going off that thermal scope spot that Peanut had, but he might have just seen a scav. Might have seen something pop through a little bit of a car. That's 5 mil there.
5.6.
Yeah, and they're all just looking to get out with a bunch of stuff.
Rest of the boys, yeah, they're just running around looking for any bodies they may or may not have missed. They know there's a fourth player that is unaccounted for, so they're going to have to keep their guard up. They can't just go into full looting mode quite yet. They don't know that Trey is already gone. But they can't, like, they're definitely just going to leave here at the parking lot. I'm not sure how much more they're really going to be able to secure. But, Koa, my question at this point is what happened at Hotel? Last time we saw SBA ratting in the tents while Zegers and Juxto found themselves a red. I wonder what ended up happening there.
I'm thinking there's a world where Zegers just leaves and Juxto just starts ratting. And whenever she hears the player from the tent starting to move and maybe go for a body, maybe try and go for an extract, she tries to punish.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to say. I also think Shroud's team is not really on edge here that much anymore since Peanut got to the extract and got out uncontested. That's kind of where Trey would be if he was around, right? He wouldn't just let Peanut get out of there if he was still around. So the odds of them being safe are really, really high here at this point. But I wouldn't mind it if Shroud sat in the corner here for another minute because who knows who's walking in.
Just double check.
I don't think it's going to result in anything, but I think that this is the way to be thinking about it, you know?
No.
Yeah. Sit around here on the extract. Make sure that there's no one coming by. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
So, something that I'm wondering about as well, Ko.
You never know, man. You never know.
Is yeah.
He's so right. He is so right.
Is there anyone left in this game though? I think that they must have all just gone. Yeah, they must have all gone.
So. I think we see the number. I can't see it. The stream.
Oh yeah, one left. One of one. It's just Shroud.
Yeah. He's still right. He's still correct to do this, and I love it. I love that we're seeing the small details come out, and it wasn't even Owen's call. It was Shroud saying, "I'm just gonna sit here, right? How long does this extract take? He's got to not mess it up. He's got to not be too late, go MIA for no reason." But just sitting here is a really, really good play.
It's okay, Shroud. We're all eyes are on you, man. We're looking at you sit in this corner. But again, dude, it does make sense. It does make sense. Something that we'll hopefully have in the replays after this match, Ko, is going to be figuring out, whether it be through the highlights and the replays or just from the scores, of what exactly happened with the Hotel finisher.
Yeah.
I would love to see what happened like with Anthony's team. I would love to see the conclusion of the Aqua fight. Hopefully we'll get to see that later. But a very, very very, very diverse round 2. We saw the hotel fight that we were looking for the entire time. Ended up happening very, very fast. Fast enough that like Anthony's entire team just went down in an instant. But also some scuffles outside of Cable once again. Even without a team holding Cable, people still died on that dang hill, Kowo.
Yeah. And we saw a lot of it. And we saw a lot of it, like, the landmark thing really got to me, where I think the MK is one of the coolest guns in the game.
Oh.
At that range, where you're not really tapping and you're also not really spraying, it gets so awkward. You don't really know what you want to do with it. And man, that really messed things up. But also, Team Shroud himself holding that off angle, making sure to keep his team covered. So 6 stuff from them, and they reward themselves with a big win there. Trey getting out with a little bit, Glorious getting out with a little bit. I think everybody except Team Anthony got away with something here.
Yeah, really quick, guys. Reminder for the Twitch drops. Abidas, A-B-I-D-A-S. The game that you're playing, plus the event that you're watching are going to appear. Type that into the Twitch chat to try to get your own $50 Steam gift card. We will announce the winners of those as soon as we get them. That'll be announced, I think, in a few minutes here, not Kowo. So go ahead and type that in right now. A-B-I-D-A-S. Going to be one of the 2 ways that you can get Steam gift cards today.
Yeah, all caps. Get it in there. And then I am guessing that Team Shroud should win this value-wise. I'm guessing here, all right? I don't know. I know that Trey is not going to be enough. Getting out that red is cool, but I think he's going to end up somewhere around the 12 million mark. We're going to have Team Anthony with nothing. We're going to have Team Glorious with, I think, 1 player extracting, likely, maybe a second, but unlikely. And then even Team Aqua not getting away with a ton here. But we'll have a look at the highlights and see. Maybe we get a bit more information about what happened in Hotel that game.
This is a game that I'm definitely going back to the streamer POVs. I'm seeing like what exactly happened in a couple of these key moments, because the biggest explosive moment here, it's already past. Anthony just going down in an instant ambush, getting caught off guard.
Yeah,
finding the red as well, leaving it onto Trey.
I'm grabbing all the loot first.
I was very much defending them for just sending it into Hotel last game, and I think that's kind of just the right play. But this time they didn't have the prio, and they still sent it in. So I don't love that. I don't love that. If like fake prio, you don't have it. So then it can really backfire, and it really damn well did.
Yes.
First team on the leaderboard, however, getting out with 0 value makes the tournament a lot more exciting for us to watch.
Yeah. And Kowo, like, the reason why I'm so opinionated about that is because every single event that we've had up until this point, that has been, like, the problem of people trying to, like, go for these power positions. You're always going for, like, the big hot spot in the middle of the map. You know it so well. You win it every single time in all your pub matches. And then you show up here and you just get laid flat. Like that experience is a little bit useful, but it does not excuse actual prio. It doesn't excuse reality with where you're at right now in the game.
Got him, he's dead.
Yeah, it doesn't. Chief as well. Too many angles on him, doesn't go anywhere, doesn't get anywhere. And here's the point where we were already wondering, where's Trey going? Where is he? Because Landmark was there. Jake was there at the bottom of the hill as well. They just got laid out somehow. Shroud with the off angle, big stuff from him, and yeah, that's exactly that MK thing that I'm talking about. It's just that range is so awkward, and you can't really commit to the spray. You can't really commit to the taps. Sometimes you tap and
not building, but like in this.
Good comms from Shroud, but you can see a scoped AR is so much more chill, so much more comfortable in those kind of engagements. He catches him and just lays him out immediately.
Yeah, that's one of the things that these new ARs are so good at. Like a lot of the H4, but also like the U1 and the T1, incredible mid-range scope spraying ARs. The recoil barely moves the gun an inch. If you catch someone off the guard, if you out-position them, if you outflank them, they're gone. And that's what we saw Shroud putting on full display there.
Yeah, and if you give Shroud a gun where he has to point at people and click, like, he's just going to put people down. We saw that with Summit with the one tap. We saw that with Shroud. Aim is not a problem, all right? If you take, like, recoil in a game that you don't play as much might be a problem. This wasn't a problem at all, and that man, you let him shoot you, you're not going to live very long. We're going to have some giveaway winners rolling through our screen here in a second. But yeah, I mean, good setup. Just having that one player back there. Seal, you wanna have a go at the reading?
I guess you. Yep. These guys are getting DM'd on Twitch. Check your whispers. Nuno SX011 TD. I don't know. Skittle Yo Skittle Ice Fireflies B50 Cold Bite Shisui Flicker Danny Ladd Dark Avalox and KMZ. Ko not once, but I think I've recognized like 4 names on this list now, just from the ABI community. I love seeing names that I recognize getting these gift cards. Hell yeah.
You just have friends everywhere, do you? Okay, I get it.
I'm just a popular guy.
Not everybody can be like you. But yeah, enjoy your gift cards, guys. You will be contacted. Your name is going to get popped up on the Twitch chat. You're going to get a message from some of the admins, some of the mods, and you'll get your Steam gift cards. And once again, you gotta give a bit of a shout out to ABI. They don't have to do this. They could just put the stream on, let you guys watch, but they are giving away a whole bunch of stuff. So winners in the game, winners in the chat, and we're going to have more of that coming at you in a second here because we're going to talk about the other giveaway as well. But yeah, $50 is quite a lot. I think that's going to get you a long way towards that Talia skin.
Dude, I think I just did the math. I think it's correct. I think it is literally like a cap of $6,000 in Steam gift cards. Like,
yeah.
Incredible from ABI to be putting all of this up and giving it back to the community. And yeah, like you said, man, putting it into some of the skins, like a lot of the great, amazing new skins that are coming up in Season 4. I personally just spent the 90 on Talia. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah. I mean, I was not even close to being indecisive about that one. I'm Team Talia all the way. But I do think that we have the standings after the match, and we should have a look because once again, it's not very clear to us, but the scores will tell us the whole story. And as we see it, Aqua's team got out with a whole bunch of stuff, Seal.
What happened in the hotel? What? Okay, so they were able to
kill the last guy.
They must have killed the last guy, gotten out with the red, gotten 2 players with their bags full of gear. Wow. I'm not even sure what extract they ended up on. Dang old Shroud trying to take the spotlight away from first place with their extended fight outside of Cable. But as a result, it looks like they were able to probably clear out SB. But
yep.
That being said, but Glorious has a lot of loot as well. I'm confused about this one, Koho.
Well, so what Glorious has is probably what he was able to get out. I mean, okay, let's do the math here for a second, yeah? Aqua's team kills maybe 4 players, something like that. That's 4 mil. They get one of the reds out, then you're up to 15. That's 13 mil across 2 players that they have to carry out?
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of loot.
Yeah.
That is some sick bags. So I guess they both just loaded up entirely and got out because unless Glorious had a red for himself, which he might easily have had, I don't think he brought that out by himself. That being said, again, if he had a red, then yes, that is easily 18 mil for him.
Yeah. Overall standings coming on up. Aqua in first with 39.
Damn.
Wow, this leaderboard is awesome. I love how close we are going into the last game. Aqua, as again in first place, 39 mil up for him. That's going to be, by the way, a bunch of Steam gift cards that are going to Aqua's community. That'll be coming up here very, very soon. But also going into the third and final scored round, we have 2 teams that basically, or actually, no, like literally every team in the lobby. Every team is still in this, but they all need to kill Aqua. Aqua just put a target on the back of his head. He is now public enemy number 1.
Oh, 100%. If they get a chill little 10 mil raid, they're making things so much harder. And there it is. Drop winners for Team Aqua, the loyal fans of the gang. Records, Happy-ish, Rookic, and Dark Riderix. And then I apologize. That almost looks like a painting to me. That's how impossible Chinese letters are for me. Twitch chat is about to absolutely roast me because it is Japanese letters. But I'm 90% that that's Chinese.
For some dumb Westerners, I apologize for our ignorance. So if you do find yourself on this list, you must contact Waze Z on Discord. That is capital WAYZ, capital Z. Again, Waze Z on Discord to claim your $50 Steam gift card if you are a winner of the team drops, not the Twitch drops.
Yep. That guy is gonna put in a lot of work. That guy is happy that Team Aqua FPS won, because if you haven't figured it out, the more votes a team got, the more Steam gift cards will be given away, just to make sure that everybody kind of keeps an even chance, right? So there's 16 mil voters for Team Anthony, so they gave away a few more Steam gift cards towards those winners. That was round 2, and we have a lot of teams that are very, very even, and then we have one team that is just pulling ahead, right? One team that is just clearly pulling ahead and that has to be stopped. And that's not going to be easy, because these guys are kind of chilling. They're kind of hanging out. They're not making a ton of mistakes. And they're letting everyone else just go at it.
Yeah. Just showing how strong it can be to just hold defensively and just try to, like you said, punish the mistakes of the teams that are around you. I do think that everybody is going to be able to identify that this is the play style of this team. You know, if you went game 1 into Cable and game 2 into Hotel, I think that really, really highlights, hey, if we just fight over one of these POIs, go hard and fast, there's a 50-50 that we're probably going to be able to find and eliminate the team that we are looking for. There's going to be a lot of mind games going into the third round, being like, is the team in first place that we have to take down in order to get enough points to take it all? Are they going to be doing the same strategy, or are they just going to be now playing Giga Safe, Giga Edge? I think that I would change my strategy here if I'm Aqua. I don't think it makes sense to go for a high risk POI like that if I only need to secure all I really have to do is get 1 kill or 1 red and extract. That's really all I have to do here.
Yeah, we say that, right? But we've seen the rounds that teams have been able to pull off, and the reds kind of make it possible. And the reds are such an unknown quantity as well that you know nothing about. There is a world where a team gets 2 reds, and suddenly you're looking worse for wear. There's a world where a team gets 1 really good fight in a red. You don't even hear it because you're sitting on your edge of the map. You're sitting in the village, like we just saw Team Shroud do for a whole lot of time. Any fight goes on in Control or anywhere on the east, doesn't matter. You don't hear it. You're in trouble and you don't know it yet. So information is still everything, and I don't think it's as easy as saying we're just going to hang back. You still got to secure either information or some sort of spot for yourself. There's no easy way out of this.
That actually is one thing that that's the one primary adjustment I would like to see our teams make. If your idea is not to just rush into a POI, then I think that rather than sitting on the edge, finding something defendable around the lake, something a little bit more central. So at the very least, if you are trying to play that reactive play style of, what are these guys doing? That if you hear a fight in Cable, you hear it. If you hear a fight in Hotel, that you're actually able to react to it. Because playing on these edges, you're going to be very safe. It's the safest way to play the game, probably. But it also means that, when you're 10, 15, 20 minutes into the game and you have no information, all you can do are just make blind reads of what's been happening or what may have been happening throughout the game, and then to try to just make a game from it. It's a really, really scary way to play round 3. I really think that you gotta be more focused on information gathering going into the last game here.
The funny thing about that is, I agree with everything you said. I said the same thing. And then the last round went so well for Team Shroud when they did exactly that, right? There's so much that comes into success and failure into these rounds. And sometimes Shroud shooting 2 dudes in the head is all you need to win a round to get out with a bunch of loot. So we can theorize all we want. The players have to play it out. And sometimes shooting the other guy in the head is a really, really good strategy and nothing else matters. So we'll have to wait and see what the players cook up for us. We have game 3 on our hand, the last one that counts for whoever wins the $20,000. So let's go over to Northridge and let's see what the players have in store.
Yeah, guys, we tried to cut out the time between games as much as we possibly could. GL appears to be getting absolutely smacked by some scabs over here, which is pretty funny. But this time, Glorious, they do end up getting that Hotel Prio here at about a minute 30. But I don't see any teams arriving. I think that a lot of the folks that showed up last time, they realized that, hey, we don't have Prio. Maybe we cannot make this work. And that's going to give Glorious's crew a humongous opportunity to find plenty of reds. Sounds like they got something. Might have been a red that they've claimed for themselves.
I thought I was dead.
Every single one of these teams needs a red. They basically need to get a red plus some type of team wipe, preferably Aqua. If they're able to do that, then all of a sudden they have a very, very solid chance of getting first place.
Something that.
Peanut, securing camp services, getting the safes inside. Teams spreading out on the hills to get information. I love this. I love that we are spreading out to try and figure out what's going on around this POI while we're getting this safe. Wonderful display of multitasking. While also playing towards your win conditions. Another very important thing in events like this. Safe getting cracked open. A couple of keys had as well.
The hotel.
Oh, that's good. That's good. There's 3 doors.
What's that?
Oh.
Okay.
It sounds like Owen leading the team.
Should we stay up here?
I'll stay up there. We'll come back over to you.
Wait, someone just shot northeast. Summit. Hear that?
Yeah, that's...
They're here in solo popping it. Okay. Anthony's team putting themselves up as a late arrival to hotel when there's already not one but 2 teams inside. Glorious versus Landmark fighting inside. This time it is going to be Anthony as the third party. This was a similar situation that we saw last time. Anthony put themselves in the middle of the sandwich in the previous game. I hope that isn't the play this time around. They're playing an edge, kicking open one of the side doors. Buggy leading the way. They know they're not first in.
Yeah. Love this a lot more than last time, though. I think they will have learned their lesson. That was the one and only lesson to learn from the last round. They are taking it slow this time. They are playing their side.
Hold that bottom, Sole.
Yeah. You just can't be putting yourself between 2 teams. It just can't be the play. In the distance, though, this is going to somewhat play into the hands of Shroud as well, who will be playing the edge of Hotel, waiting for someone to do all of the hard work for them. In the meantime, it is going to be Glorious, not inside, but actually outside the hotel. Yellow weight already on that loot. I think that they might just be instantly dipping. And we were talking about Shroud on the outside. That's going to be a very, very scary team that they're going to have to contend with. Endurance Sims are going full disengage. I actually really, really like this. You don't want to get caught up in this hotel. You're trying to make some kind of a play. And Shroud's team, they've taken their time looting. They're not going to spot this cross, Koo.
They can still spot it later. I feel like there is still a world where that happens. Sometimes the edge of the map feels like the safe part of the map. That being said, I think, yeah, if they're heading just the other direction, they will be just fine. And they will just be getting out of dodge. You're not wrong.
Things go by. Find a nice corner and hold it.
Bunker. Jake is calling that the play is to bunker inside the hotel.
Yeah, 1 by 6.
That is a strat that works so well for Aqua and the boys and girls. Just a contestant that I'm very happy to see here playing today.
Yeah.
She's been putting up some numbers so far on Aqua's team, currently in first place there.
What?
Yeah, super sick.
Sitting above me, I hear him.
Trey has a real camera now. He's no longer wide.
Do you think that was intentional? Surely it was, right?
I don't know. I saw something in the team chat where the admins told them to adjust it to the the overlay that they were provided. I think something might have gone slightly awry there.
Dude, what if he just looks like that? That's so rude if he just looks like that. Like you can't just tell someone to adjust the camera like that.
That projection?
I mean, he's a model, man. He looks better than both of us combined now with his camera working.
Yeah. Spicy, man. In the meantime, Anthony closing the gap.
M110.
Moving closer to the 3rd floor. Shroud as well, on the move. Crit calming the M110s that are popping out towards camp services.
Yeah.
So not exactly quiet is Shroud as they move up and close the gap. Thermal scopes being used. Long range shots plinking away. 200 meters away. Not going to result in a 1-tap, but that is real damage we're landing on helmets and armor.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That edge of the map, it's not that safe. It's not that chill.
Oh, I love this.
You can scan that for me.
I love these outdoor edge
Yeah.
fights.
No tingles detected. No tingles detected.
Popping a fresh
Again,
Jones.
you're feeling a bit safer than you are a lot of the time because you are traversing pretty open terrain and Hotel just looks out at you and spots you. But being said, I don't think they're really catching this. I don't think they're even really chasing this that hard. Shouldn't be a possibility. Glorious told his chat something about 11 mil. All right, that's what I caught. So
I
I'm
wonder what
thinking
that could possibly
they got their
mean.
hands on the red there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wondering what that could be. The whole team disengaging though is a crazy call, and I kind of love it. I kind of love them being a little bit freaky with it, a little bit experimental.
I mean, we saw what happened with last raid, right? Sheaf being called away from his team. I think it was round 1, excuse me. And, you know, he got the bag full of gear and he died on the way out.
Yeah.
I think I'm on it.
You're not like saying, hey, we're all done playing the game, but we are saying we're doing one thing at a time, get you to the extracts, and then we'll see what's going on afterward.
You can look at. It's like here somewhere.
Yeah, I respect it.
You can look right down the
I
corridor.
respect it. I mean, it could have gone a lot worse.
Oh, yeah, I see it. They're in there, actually.
Scary thing about this is you get caught out in the open here. You can't even really smoke your teammate to loot them because half of the map does have thermals, right? There's a lot of players without them, but there's a lot of players with them.
I don't know. There's a lot of angles I'm
It's,
looking at here.
Scary times.
A lot going on.
And Shroud is now getting the average ABI player experience, except he's moving way too much. Gotta hit that prone key and not move for the next 20 minutes.
Where we are right now is prime.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys realize that, but if you have red ammo, you actually are legally obligated to prone for 20 minutes at a time in a raid. The ABI devs will actually like find you and like send you at least at first a strongly worded letter, but after that, like you gotta be careful. You gotta watch out.
Could be that they're probably looking for reds.
And everybody that's inside Hotel, especially a team that has the experience that a Buggy, a Critical, a Solo would have, is very well aware that this could be a possibility. Shroud finds a nice cheeky angle. Now the game is more up than it was before.
Dinner bell, let's do it.
And he did ring the dinner bell. He's not wrong.
Have you
Landing a little body shot to that window.
From where you are, Shroud?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice, okay.
And that window is never going to be utilized by Anthony's team ever again because nobody wants their head blown off. At this point, if I'm Team Shroud, I'm wondering, all right, we tried to go for an ambush. It didn't work out. What's next?
It's a good question. They've had some success with hanging around, tapping as well. Summon the man himself. Been having a pretty good time with it.
Where I just heard something behind me.
That being said, they are in that race. And they are in that race against Aqua.
That I said that would have pushed us.
That is the team to beat.
I just don't know if I would hear that far.
Where's Aqua?
That's a good question.
I'm seeing nothing on these servers.
I think we'll
Gonna see if we can figure out where Aqua's at. Yeah, I'm gonna make a request there. Let's see if we can find him really quick.
There it is.
Oh, they're a late
Right side of your screen.
arrival. Okay, yeah.
Anywhere on the map. There's people directly above
They're still
you.
outside of it, right? They're behind it because landmark's
sure.
right here.
Pretty sure they're outside of it, maybe toward the helicopter extract
honestly
in the
love
middle of
that.
the map.
I think being around the helicopter is exactly what I would have said. Is like if you can get towards the dam, towards the heli, you center up, you get that information. Whatever happens on the map, you will hear it. I'm so down for that.
Yeah, very sensible play. I 100% agree.
Yeah, this is a hard angle for them to kill you from.
Now, this might surprise you guys, but we are not actually in round 4 yet. This is not the snipers only match. It is just the name of the game as players, we really don't want to die. Because not only do we need to secure a bunch of loot, but we also need to keep our players up to carry that loot. So going for any type of high-octane, high-aggression play is really scary unless you know that you're fighting Aqua while you're doing it. But yep, the dam is the position of power that Aqua have found themselves.
Oh shit, it's a risk.
Top left looks clear.
And Aqua doesn't know that thing's been patched.
Looks clear.
Yeah, Aqua
No
definitely
longer
knew
a
that
good
you could
way
climb
up.
to the top of the dam. He definitely knew that, and then was trying
Hey,
for it.
no shade here. There's a reason these guys are first, okay?
Oh, okay, my bad, my bad.
I like it.
Yeah, you're bad. You take that back.
I'm sorry, Aqua.
Maybe Aqua would push up.
I love it. I love it that they're hanging out. They're trying to not make mistakes. Zegas as well. You listen to those comms, you feel like he's the calmest man on the planet. Aqua, most chill guy. Literally the definition of the chill guy meme. And it's working out so well for them.
They're over towards the free.
Yes, sir.
Dude. Like where I'm looking. Okay.
Ooh, Sheaf spotting out someone from the Shroud team. Double peeking, little Scooby-Doo peeking over there on that southern edge. I wonder if at some point the play, instead of playing in a hotel, I wonder if they're just going to leave and then go fight that hill squad. 17 minutes left, so there's plenty of times to
he's coming.
look for that heady, to be a pro sniper.
He shooting you? Yeah, he shot me. He's in position.
I just want that red dot hollow MK from traitoring out. He's been trying. It hasn't been paying off yet.
Freaking Chad, dude.
Inside of this building is probably one of the best spots to be. That is probably the best spot to be.
Oh.
Yeah. Fight's popping off. Slowly but surely.
Trying to close the gap. Solo. And H4 in hand. Massive spray. Knocking one from Team Landmark.
I can't move.
Different windows attempting to be used.
Yeah, you can't if you smoke. No, you can't.
That was Jake who went down as well. So the ABI guy on Team Landmark has been knocked. Can they recover him?
You just gotta play super slow. Trey.
Gotta play super slow. That is a flush right there and then. Trace trying to hold.
That's so unfortunate.
Trying to fall back at least.
Noise to my right.
Solo.
Yeah.
In the prone. Maybe packing some mags. Maybe just saying goodnight to the girlfriend. I'm not sure what he's doing, but they have gotten the opener once again.
I'm stunning.
And if the last week is anything to be going by, then they like to push these. If they get the opener, they're getting in there.
Sun's going out, getting some info. Landmark being tagged. Stun grenades do give you a tag if you find someone. So the fact that he has been stunned means that they know that there was someone in that room. Good reposition, though, from Landmark. A lot of these windows, though, unfortunately, are boarded off. So unless you're playing in like a couple of specific rooms, you do actually kind of have to go either toward the far left or the far right edge. We're seeing all these curtains. Unfortunately, we lack the limbs and the hands to move those aside. So those are going to be impenetrable objects that we cannot use, which is probably going to promote some kind of push or flank from Landmark's team.
I do hate when I don't have limbs.
Me too, man.
Try to get a little bit more info with the util.
Left side.
Crit said he might have just killed one. That's going to be the go signal.
Wide left.
Sheaf.
Okay.
There's a way.
I'm also down. I didn't even see him, bro.
Watching left, watching right. Sheaf repositioning. Buggy moving up as well. Looks like they were able to get the flush.
So aggro.
I think that Shroud is coming in on the far right, but Crit starting to cross the wooden bridge on the left. They want to finish this, and they want to finish it now.
Solo?
Trying to group up, trying to close it out, closing the gaps between each other. I like that. I like playing as a team. And I like that they're speeding up the pace, because we know the longer you wait, the more you get third party. So them speeding this up a bit, I love it.
Very good chance of the third party is on the way here in the form of Shroud.
Yeah.
With you.
Anthony, Solo, moving up. Chief, bottom floor with the DMR.
I'm outside.
One tap potential is huge, but we see in the distance, Owen has arrived on the northeastern side. If this doesn't finish now, it is going to get messy.
And also, man, like, you want to play as a team, right? But you don't want to get outside into the open courtyard. You don't want to get outside on the north side as well. And running down a stairway together, you don't trade each other very well there either. So they don't have the best of options. And they gotta be really, really controlled about what they do with them. Comms have to be super clean here. Because even just one of you going down will put you in such a bad spot later on.
Oh my god. Sheaf with a flat top on the M110. No backup irons, no backup red dot. Just take the thermal off and aim at the head. That is the play here. I honestly don't hate it. one shot will be able to take someone down, but a little bit far. He's not able to find the hipfire headshot. He does get taken down, wiped by Solo, but Shroud and Peanut, hearing the action, are sprinting straight for this location.
Yeah, they're right there. They're not messing around. They're not wasting any time.
Got it.
They got to reposition really fast here. They might try and just loot and dip out on the north.
I don't think you can.
But I
It's too
don't
late.
think they'll
It's
be
too
able
late.
to. I think it's too late for that.
No, don't go
Shroud.
there. Don't go there.
Okay.
Controlling space on the outside. Owen going for a quick peek. Does not like what he saw. Repositioning instead. Maybe going around the front. Shroud controlling the back. Defense being played mostly on the second floor. Buggy, the front line of defense. Anthony and Crit playing defense as they try to secure the bodies. But Summit trying to find some angles around that first floor.
Number one thing you want to avoid here is getting utiled. That being said, there's so many rooms, top floor and bottom floor. It's going to be hard to flush you out with utility.
Stealing loot.
And it's going to be a bit of an information game. I don't think, Seal, that any of these two teams is okay with stealing a body and getting out. That cannot be the play. You cannot play for second place here.
You do that to kind of build pressure. You don't do that as like a way to try to like get full out. Maybe if you secure 2 bodies, you send one of your boys out. But I think that there's a lot of value in staying up as 4.
Yeah.
Peanut, I believe, getting baited by a couple of scavs, unless he knows something that I don't. He very well could.
It's done. That's my spot.
One of the few angles that gets you across. Critical still up as well. 4-man defending, 4-man attacking. Aqua not in the picture at the moment. Thermal scope found for Owen. Whoever wins this fight has a really good chance to win the tournament. I'm saying that right now.
This is a really hard place to push. There's a couple of entry points in the first floor. Obviously, the far left, far right sides. But also, there's a couple of ramps, windows, and balconies that we can access on the first floor. But there's only basically one on each side. So it's very, very telegraphed. Wooden ramp. If someone's pushing, you hear a wooden footstep. If someone's coming from the front door, you're going to hear feet on the snow. It's very, very hard to sneak your way into this building. In the meantime, that northern exit has been secured by Crit, and they're starting to try to figure out, hey, should we leave? Should we reposition? This fight is feeling pretty scary. And if Buggy going for some peeks, going for some shots, Shroud playing defense.
Still holding you if you have done peak. I go on white. I'm still holding you if you have done peak. I go on white left.
There was Summit on that corner. Amazing comms from Crit.
Going to push like second.
Got wide left.
I'm dead. No.
Pretty big.
They're still split.
Yeah.
Summit getting taken down by Buggy and Crit on that angle. In the meantime, Glorious, they're playing slow over in Cable, but the fight does continue as Buggy gets down straight out by Owen. 3v3. Solo trying to go for the trade, does find it. Shroud versus Solo on the top floor. We're on the bottom. It is going to be the rest of Solo's team attempting to secure the bottom floor here.
Problem is as well, once again, sure, you can get out, sure, you can win, but if you don't win with 4 players, that's going to make things so much harder for you. Owen gets one there. Shroud about to get a second. Oh, the angle from Shroud is so good. He is toying with it. He's playing with it. He's doing so much damage.
Outside to the right. At the box. I don't know if I downed him.
Massive.
Fucked one up.
Massive damage. Additional peek as well on the top floor. Only takes us a bit of damage from the arm. I believe that was him absolutely hammering Solo.
From this little window
Dromag is out.
as well, if they are bottom floor.
Owen.
They're doing so much damage. Shroud is so good at this game still.
Owen's still holding strong here. Shroud is definitely the MVP so far from his team. Getting so much damage without going down himself. But just can't quite find a way to convert it.
I'm going to try to head tap. Let's see if this works.
Oh.
This is so scary as well. The guys
look at that background.
Trying out things. Yeah.
Look at that background. Zegers and Juxto moving in from the back.
They're barely in range though. They were barely in range of the camera though, so that means there is still quite a bit of distance there. But they will surely walk up onto this fight.
Gotcha.
And they should be able to walk up when it's done as well. That visor not looking good for Solo.
Crit looking like he wants to get active on the western flank. Might try to cross. He will be able to hit Solo in this, or hit Shroud in the side if he continues on that way. However, that is also the closest avenue of advance from Zegers and Juxto. again, really highlights how if you have one of these long fights and then you get active on it, you might get hit in the side by a third party that you had no prior information on.
Honestly, how impossible was that setup to breach? There with Owen proning and Shroud holding the long angle. If you walk outside, you're wide open. If you peek the hallway, you got two guys. One not close, one far. That seems pretty much impossible to breach, but they don't want to just sit around and wait. They want to win this as well. They want to win this fight. They know that sitting around doesn't win you the game.
Lovely ambush. Giving up a little bit of ground after losing one, prompting them to push into literally a three-way crossfire. Able to secure that kill, turning a 3v4 into an even fair 3v3. And that was Buggy that was taken down as well.
Yeah. Not quite finding the same impact he has been in the last week, but as the IGL, doesn't have to be the one fragging.
Crit.
Oh, that angle is so dirty, right?
Finding one.
I don't know where you're shooting from.
Getting a knock.
Not at us, I don't think.
Can't tell who that was that went down.
Oh, they're knocking the other team.
They're knocking
Aqua.
Seegers. Yeah, they have no idea. So,
Trying to watch over you.
Shroud's team knows there's a third party now because there's autofire hitting a different team, but Crit thinks he's hitting a another flanking player. And then there's GL. There's 4 teams here.
Oh my god.
GL's just in their building. No care.
Just walked in. He's just saying hello.
With you, critical.
Solo's being stuck.
Yep.
GL downing Crit. I think we might see Anthony as the last up on the team getting hit from the back.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a really scary res to go for. Trying to get Crit up. Long respawn or long res animation. Long sound cue.
Oh, from behind.
They got it.
Getting hit in the back.
There's GL. There's the shots from the back.
Crit re-knocks. He's not dead yet, but
oh, there's no way.
My goodness, 1 HP is Anthony.
He's last one up. He's the last one for the squad. He's basically got nothing. He's got a torso. And that's about it. And he still probably doesn't know that this is multiple teams. He's about to find out, but what do you do about it?
Sounds like
Anthony with a torso and a dream. Owen and Shroud trying to fish him off. He is right here in the bathroom in the next room.
I'm going back up top. How much?
Okay.
I'm gonna.
One of these bathrooms. I think he's in that third room. He was in the third room. They decided to not go in. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Anthony surviving on a sliver of HP, trying to keep the dreams for his team alive. Not even going for a heal. He's worried about keeping his gun down, the noise it will make, trying to make some space with the nade so he can buy time for the heal. Does get it off, but man, it just makes an awful situation just a little bit less bad. This is still such a hard spot for Anthony to be in here.
It's impossible. There's 5 minutes on the clock, by the way, if you missed that part.
I did miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Come on.
Shroud. Down to a duo.
Hold on. There's one all the way down the bottom.
Anthony.
I'll take his head
Still
up.
holding. Oh, that's some nice shots from Shroud. That is a helmet. Absolutely battered.
Oh my god.
He's going to re-peek that. He's going to get taken out. He re-peeks into the pre-fire. That should be a res, but nades might be coming their way. This might not be any of the teams outside of this fight cleaning it up. The real question is who does clean it up right now. Gloria is not looking bad, but we know that Aqua's around as well.
Rockstar getting a lot of damage, and Glorious in a position to get some util down that hall. Hopefully is able to secure the kill onto Shroud, trying to peek through the broken stairwell. Really, really hard to actually maneuver around because of this collapsed walkway.
They're in this room to your
yeah.
behind before.
But I think that they were able to secure that knock, Kowo.
I just clicked off.
Should have been able to. The nades looked really good. They got to swing out at some point. They got to swing around the outside. But they will step on the snake. That is Anthony. Oh, PK running out is bad news bears for him. They walk past him anyways, but that is so hard to land the shots. And just like that, Anthony out of the question. Bang around to start things off, but not being able to finish that up. Not being able to follow that up. And Glorious is already starting to get some of the looting going. He probably knows that this isn't over just yet, but with 5 minutes on the clock, you got to loot at some point.
You got to go. At this point, the play cannot be to finish the fight. The play's got to be to secure the loot. Hard to say that as well, though, when you consider the situation of the round as a whole, right?
Who's this?
The man just looted. That poor M110 with no scope on it at all. Adam's around the corner, hanging out. Aqua FPS. They got this
Are
in a
we
chokehold.
denying?
They are
Oh my
denying the
God.
most probable extract, right? There is a world where you go heli here, but do you really think you're going heli when you just killed everybody in hotel?
What about that?
No,
You're going
you
car
have
every
to.
single time.
You're optimizing, you're going to the car, and I think that at that point you're walking straight into Adam. What a strong play from Aqua, reducing as much risk as possible, letting everyone else sweat and work and ache just to try to get the loot value they need, and then only after they've done all of that work, then you show yourself and try to take them down at their biggest moment of weakness when they're trying to leave.
3 minutes. We're not gonna have to wait. Skins, thanks for the $1. Appreciate you. Glorious. Winning in and out of the game. You love to see it. Oh, that was a low profile P90 as well. How nice to bring that into the raid.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the red ammo gameplay. We talked about it.
See, Aqua got the letter. He realizes that he has to prone, actually. He's legally obligated to prone on this rock. Now, I'm a little bit worried. We only have 2 players that are directly contesting the extract. If these guys play slow, if they're frogging their bags down the walkways, this will let Aqua get a couple of shots in there. But if he doesn't get lucky and they don't walk into his field of view, he's going to be pretty ineffective on the fight over the extract.
I don't think he's killing a lot, but I think he's taking a ton of attention. He's gonna get a ton of information, and you're getting shot by an M110 that you know is playing red ammo. You're focused on that for a second, and then somebody pops out of a tent. You are done for. You're not killing that guy unless they mega whiff on you. So I think the distraction is good enough here. I do agree. The line of sight. If you had a thermal, maybe it'd be better or something. But I think the distraction is already absolutely massive. And that being said, Rockstar is already covering a lot of ground, and
looks like
not
GL
doing anything just yet.
GL and Rockstar should move out. Zeger's playing defense. Juxto commenting that they're on the green tents. Going for a mag repack here. Already a pretty rough start here. They are able to get into the outdoor parking lot. Adam putting some fire out.
There's another one inside, I think.
There was 2 that pressed me.
Adam going for a flush. This is an amazing start if they're able to get any knocks and flushes.
The crossfire combined with the long-range shots is just so big. You get the information, you get the cover from range, you get the distraction. It's just so hard to breach here. You can breach this, especially by killing the long-range players first, but you don't have the time to do it. And you're just getting pinched in there, 1 minute on the clock. What do you even do?
Weight of the world on Adam and Zeger. Zeger is just not sure if this is being used, has to go for it. It's not even active. This is exactly what they need. 45 seconds left. Adam going for the frog towards the extract. This is just the icing on the cake. I think Adam actually did everything. We couldn't see we were on the Zeger's POV, but I think he just killed 2 or 3 players on his own.
Yeah, together with the cover, together with the info. They don't even need to extract that as well. Remember how far ahead they were? I don't know if they need to be extracting this.
Oh well, yeah, you're not going to not take
something
loot
absolutely
though.
major, but yeah, you take it and you get out. Just literally swap your gear, get out, and I think that should be the win.
Oh my goodness, absolute hero play from Adam and Aqua saying, "You guys, you go on without me." He's going to continue to enjoy the snowy mountains and hills of Northridge.
I love it. I mean, just outplayed, right? The strategy is just so much more effective that they employed there. They don't have to fight, and there was a lot of good fighting in that POI. There was a lot of good shots. Shroud just banging things against the wall. That these helmets were going off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you don't make it out. It's an extraction shooter. It's not a tag shooter. It's not a deathmatch. We are playing an extraction shooter.
The definition of a show match as well. Just like a ton of fun fighting at the very beginning, but when the chips are down, the team that is in first place just using the lead that they have, incorporating that into their strategy, only doing what they had to do and still getting their moment in the spotlight. The very, very end, just completely demolishing Glorious's crew as they try to extract with a few seconds left. Time spent Tetrising, but unfortunately not time spent securing their way out.
What a time to be alive. What a last round to close us off. Well done. by Team Aqua. But before we go to the highlights, we're gonna get you guys some wins as well. You know the drill at this point. ABIDAS. It's all you have to type in chat. ABIDAS, all caps. And you are entered into the giveaway. And then not only will you win yourself a $50 Steam card, but also Seal will read your name out loud and fast.
Oh my goodness. And if I recognize you, I might even do it with some excitement as well. We're going to be doing some highlights here pretty soon, gang, from that previous round. Honestly, Koa, this was the most action-packed round that we had up until this point. That hotel PvP was second to none. And honestly, like it wasn't even like Giga Ratty either. Like there's a ton of movement. There was a ton of swinging like back and forth as teams aggressed and then fell back, and then just like it was like a deadly dance, and then just the random X factor of Glorious E's crew just busting in the door of Anthony's building and basically just making themselves once again the sandwich of, well, the bread of the Anthony sandwich.
The bread of the Anthony sandwich.
Yeah, like
Let's
Anthony's
go to the highlights.
The sandwich, you know.
Everybody knew what you were trying to say, Seal. All right, we all got it. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it.
Oh my god.
The Anthony sandwich has been enjoyed by plenty of these teams. But yeah, it's crazy, and I love to see it as well. A lot of these players that we see in multiple of these events are just kind of starting to learn how this game plays when there is everybody in the lobby that knows what they're doing, right? You get the opener, you swing it with your teammate, and you still just get clapped. And there's a lot of these fights where just you die so fast, you get taken out so quick, and I think a lot of these guys are slowly but surely learning how hard this game is when everybody else is as good at the
play
game
from
too.
Solo. That was sick as heck. Jump on the railing, taking on Burnt Peanut really quick. This pixel peek as well from Shroud.
Down one.
This is what really highlights how impactful that he was. Able to take out players like, you know, on the right, the awareness to check that, but also just winning his own peak battles while taking minimal damage himself. Incredible play from Shroud.
With you critical.
Yeah, well done. You give that guy a good gun, you give him a scope on it, and you point him at the enemies, and there's no problem at all. GL really ruining things here for Anthony. Crit doesn't even get up from his res, and just like that, game's kind of over. Anthony lives to fight another day, but not a very far away day.
I was really worried about him killing himself here with like the broken leg. I thought that might have happened because I've done that before.
I was worried about the nade. I didn't quite see where that nade he threw out went, and I thought maybe it bounced weirdly off the door, but he did get that out, and in the end he does get traded here, and it's just a little too much to handle. This one was a weird one. I'm not sure. There must have been some miscomms there, but it doesn't matter in the end. The trade's there. He does get taken out. You did what you could. Okay. Somebody wasn't happy about their own performance there, maybe, but it doesn't matter. They rocked that round. They might have not known at that point, but they walked away a clear winner here.
What I'm doing after today is I'm going to the VOD. I'm going to Zegers and Juxto and Adam. I'm going to see how that last fight went, because I think that Adam just like put the weight of the world on his shoulders and withstood it. I think that he just like was the MVP for his team there, taking out a ton of dudes, removing his opponent's ability from winning the game. Doesn't matter if he gets out with a lot, doesn't matter how good the Tetris is, as long as you're preventing other teams from winning points while you're in the lead, you're winning.
Yeah. And it's so easy as well when you don't have to worry about your own gear. You just drop everything, pick up that guy's gear, and then he goes to look. Doesn't even have to look at a second body because he's already red weight, right? He picked up that guy's bag, and that's already red weight, so he knows, okay, I got a good bunch of cash going out of here. I got the value, I got the goods, and gets out. So well done by them, well set up. They were playing very safe, but only from the point on that they knew that Hotel was fighting. And I think basically everybody heard that first Hotel fight kick off, and everybody said, let's third party it, let's get in there. And Aqua's team said, we're wrapping all the way around. We're going to set up on the hill, and we're going to not let you extract. So perfect play by them. They just read the lobby, and they just kind of played chess with everybody else.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was mentioning before with like, are their strategy going to change? Because what you're allowed to play differently when you have different win cons going into that game, which is exactly what we saw. But honestly, even if there was a team that wasn't in first place, that was just trying to like identify the big POI and then play slow, and then in the last 2 or 3 minutes sweep in. that would have been a valid strategy as well. A bit scary because you're not getting a lot of early kill points, and you're basically saying, man, I hope that no one sneaks away from me. It's putting a lot of pressure on your team to like identify and contain an engagement, like a situation. But if it works, it's really, really safe, and it has really, really high maxes because you're likely going to be able to walk away with 4 people.
Yeah, it's happened before. It will happen again in ABI tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a 6 strategy. It's a little bit more chill and a little bit easier when you're so far ahead and you know that you just have to deny and you don't have to actually play a bang around yourself. But they played that one to perfection. A couple of you have played the giveaway to perfection, so we're going to roll the names now, and we're going to read out all the very skillful winners of the giveaway, and I'm going to leave that pleasure to you, Seal.
Wow, you're so nice. Okay, Ghost40, Matt1121, Maybe Sinner, Gelato, Curtain, Speedovka, Squizik, Dimmadome, Lapin Cretin, Fail at Life, and Kirby36. You guys are the winners of a new shiny $50 Steam gift card. Make sure that you are looking at your Twitch whispers. That is where you will find the instructions to redeem your new gift card. Spin on ABI, spin on whatever you want, but definitely make sure that you redeem that for your new shiny money.
Big stuff. Big wins. $50 is a bunch of cash, and $20,000 is also a bunch of cash. So every one of the players will be walking away with $5,000 themselves. I can already tell you, we're not going to have back-to-back winners. Last week was Team Anthony all the way. They were consistent and they were convincing throughout 3 matches. This week, they kind of only played 2 out of 3. They didn't really get to play the second one, and that is what definitely cost them. And that means they're not in the conversation for this one. And I'm honestly not sure, Seal, what went on with Glorious at the start of that round, where they were kind of running away from things, running all the way to Beekeepers, talking about 11 mil, but they came back with all 4. So they definitely didn't extract a red.
Oh, wait, did they? Or was it 3?
I'm pretty sure they came back. We'll have to wait and see. We won't have to wait long. The post-match standings are ready for you guys. So instead of yapping and wondering and guessing, we will go have a look.
All right. Glorious, able to get 19 mil that rate. So yeah, I think they might have come back as 3, load up a bunch of their boys with all of that loot, and then leave. Yeah. Whereas Aqua, this is a bit confusing to me because that can't be correct. Yeah, because I saw, unless like he double clicked the bag, I saw Zegers and Adam walk out with a bunch of loot that wasn't their own. The big thing here is that it does highlight how many kills that Anthony got, and it does highlight that Glorious did in fact walk out with a red. But
unless some of the points somehow went to the other team or something like that. The API is still pretty fresh on this stuff. I think we're maybe missing Adam here. Maybe Ziga's only got 3 mil because he only really swapped out his things really fast, right? There is a world where he only walked out with 3.4 mil.
And they got 2 kills. Correct. So that's 2 mil right there.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a really good point. Something's not right here, but we will get you guys sorted. We will get everything corrected for you ASAP. Keep in mind that we're also still playing another round of the show match. So we are going back to airport. If you're starting to feel a little cold, you're starting to feel like you're freezing, we are going back to a much warmer, much sunnier map here in a bit, and we're going to play the mode that you guys have picked.
I believe that is going to be the sniper mode. Nobody wanted to play pistol paintball or shotgun leg meta simulator. But this time it is going to be on a different biome, going to be the airport instead of the North Ridge. And honestly, I think it's going to be a pretty different set of gameplay. We saw quite a variety going into the previous rounds, or the previous sniper show match. A couple of people bring in thermals, M24s, M110s. But right now, I'm pretty sure that the MO is simply going to be all M110, all day, air day, because that is by far the most versatile sniper rifle. And we've also got some red ammo to back it up. And at this point, we're going to be going into the final match of the Abi Das show match. Show match. So at this point, might as well smoke him if you got him. Use everything that you have. It is time to break your bank.
Absolutely. And it is time to not worry anymore about anything. We said last show match, we said maybe you just don't bring a helmet, because what is the helmet gonna help you? Right? You're gonna have to wear a tier 6 helmet, then still get one tapped if you're in effective range. But yeah, not gonna be the case here. Production says the scores are correct.
Didn't matter.
We'll have to wait and see. It does not matter. 3.4 mil. Yeah. It doesn't matter. They won. All right. We know that they won. We knew that they won.
Clear, Yeah. Like to be clear, we were worried about Aqua, their point total in round 3 being underrepresented here. But even if it was, and it wasn't apparently. Apparently we're all good there. But even if it was, it wouldn't matter. It would have just meant they got first place even harder. Massive congrats to Aqua. I think that about as close to an objective underdog as you could be going into this, Koo.
I think so. And I was sticking with it the whole time as well. I was sticking with the fact that I think these guys are kind of the dark horse. They are chilling. They're trying to play their games, but they don't have the crazy pop-off. They do not have a Shroud on their team. No offense to anybody. And they're also not coming in with that huge esports background on everybody, right? And then Anthony just slotting in there. That looked so impressive last week. I guess last week kind of swayed us a little bit as well. They weren't a favorite for me, and I don't think for many people either, because they are the team with the least votes. They are the team with the least community votes, and they won the tournament. So, yeah, massive stuff from them, and I love to see it, honestly. I love to see the chill guys just perfectly strategizing around these rounds, especially round 2 and 3, and just walking away with it.
He's just a chill guy. Aqua's just a chill guy, and he's making it work. Juxto as well. Only women playing in the event, winning as well. These folks will get split 20k between the 4 of them. Big ups to all of them. Zeger's, I believe, taking on the IGL role for the team. Obviously, I had some doubts a couple of times in that, specifically, I think it was round 2. But, he's the one playing, I'm the one yapping, and I think that there's a reason for that, because he just won himself 5,000 big ones.
Also, we can't ignore the fact that they did really well on that second one, where they had to 2v1 SCP in the 10s or get away with a red. Really hard decisions being made, and just I think working out to a T for them. So yeah, love to see that for them. Well deserved win, and walking away with 5k each. So really showing the world. And there we have the winners. $50 Steam gift card for Steely Dan, Triple Trust, Punty, Goofong, Lovin, Natio, Meld, Forti, that sounds mighty German, and Epic Fail. So big stuff there. One name I can't pronounce. I'm truly sorry, but you will see your own name, and you will be able to contact Waze. And Seal is about to spell that name out for you one more time.
Capital W, lowercase a, lowercase y, lowercase z, capital Z. Waze Z. That is who you contact on the ABI Discord in order to claim your new shiny $50 Steam gift card.
$50 is a lot of money. Love that stuff. And shout out to ABI for putting it on. That being said, we still have a Showmatch coming up, Seal. And yeah, we talked about it. It's not going to be the Bolties. It's going to be it's not going to be the Pistols. It's going to be the Bolties.
Yes, sir. Well, maybe Bolties. M110s are allowed, so I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing any Bolties. I mean, I hope so. I hope so. I want to see some Mosins. I want to see some M24s. I want to see some SJs. I want to see a freaking elephant gun if these guys are going to give it to us. But optimally speaking, the M110 is going to be one of the best all-around options. And honestly, it looks like a lot of our players today are very comfortable with them, especially our tournament winner Aqua. He was rocking the M110 and only the M110 every single round. So might be seeing the repeat from the Mr. Man himself, Aqua.
He's a tapper. Last time we had a show match, we had it on snowy Northridge. We had Landmark go absolutely crazy with the thermal. Things are going to look very different now, and I think I'm kind of excited for this. We'll have a look at the rules one more time. We've sort of teased it to you, but let's look at the match rules because you guys picked this. You guys wanted this. Let's have a look.
Remember, you wanted this. And the one that won is going to be snipers only. Any bolt action or marksman rifle, no full auto allowed. So no VSS, no MKs, just pure single fire marksmanship on display. Infinite ammo, infinite support thermal, so that's a bag full of stuns if you really want to. But no offensive util and no spare mags. So you're going to be spending quite a bit of time repacking that 20-round M110 mag. And you're also not allowed to loot anything.
Yep. No scavs, no nades picked up, no guns picked up. We just count the kills, right? We just count the kills to see who wins.
On top of that, we noticed that there was a pressure point from last week, so we will be informing players, rather admins will be informing players when the lobby is empty, so no more Landmark running around. He's just absolutely covered in blood, wondering if there's any more targets, any more dudes to put under his belt, but yeah, we'll know when the round's over, and we'll tell them when the round is over. No need to have people running around an empty map like that. And like we said before, we will be checking the kills just to see who wins the thing overall for glory.
Yeah, for the glory. We had Anthony kind of popping off in that last one as well. Remember, we had Anthony getting some no-scope headshots out of there. We saw a few no-scopes going rather wrong there. We saw Seegers trying with actually no-scope on his gun, right? So that was different as well. That's something we haven't seen. Oh, yeah, sorry. Sheaf, not Seegers. A lot of E's in those names. It doesn't always work out, but when it does, it looks mighty cool. And I think we're going to see a lot of way more close-range action than we saw on the last one. Because I think, again, you kind of got to get in there if you want to get anything done on that map.
Yeah. And again, like the M110 being such a versatile gun specifically does kind of mean like, hey, like if you want to just go for CQC in the snipers only game mode, this gun is really good at that. Like I can't tell you the number of times that I, with an AR, have swung an M110 thinking, wow, this is going to be an easy kill. And they two-taps me in the chest and I die in a second. I'm like, oh, okay. But sometimes killing a guy in 1 or 2 shots is really good. Even if you have an automatic gun in your hands, like it's pretty good.
I mean, what else are you really picking up? Is there any other guns you would bring into this? Let's say you couldn't bring an M110, or only one of your teammates could bring an M110. What are you picking?
I mean, if I'm thinking I'm fighting tier 6 helmets, I gotta bring in the red ammo. So just any tube that can fire red ammo. Obviously, like the M14 with M61 does not one-shot. I had to be informed about that one from my chat the other day, which is it's pretty sad because the gun already isn't great at a lot. But still, I think I would rather take an M14 with red versus an SVD with tier 5. I think that is still better. Literally, like if we couldn't overlap, then it just any tube that fires my red ammo would be better than basically any option because ammo is really, really good in this game.
In that case, you're going M110, you're going M24, and you're going M14, and then what?
A BM? That's the only thing left, right? Season 0 meta, just a BM59. I figured out the hard way that you can't one tap with the BM. I used to go in like double gun, right? So like, you know, some kind of CQC AR and then a bolt in my back, and I brought the red one, right? But I forgot the bolty. So I just had like 20 rounds of M61, loaded into a BM, headshot a behemoth, and then he just walked away.
Yeah, that
doesn't feel good.
Like a seal gun, to be honest. sounds like a classic
up.
you.
That's messed up, man. It's messed up. That's messed up.
You run the kind of guns nobody else runs. But enough yapping from us. Showmatch is coming up. Airport is coming up. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to this map, Seal.
Yep, Central Control Tower having a bunch of loot, including loot behind some cool doors you can kick down, on top of an extract and a loot-filled mini-game as well. That is the place to be if you want loot. However, on this map, in these rules, we do not care about loot. We only care about kills, which means we're likely going to see tons of fights around the edge. A lot of funnels and chokes on the edges, though. It's going to be just ambush central, as I think, as people probably just set up defensively, looking for a way to punish a team that is moving around. looking for that one headshot, and then I would say maybe converting that into a push, but in reality, I don't think it makes a lot of sense to do any kind of pushing. On the flip side, though, there's nothing on the line, so why wouldn't you just go for it?
Exactly. It also doesn't make any sense to not push, so just push. Just get
Look at all that red! Oh my god!
You're bringing all the reds, and there's the first fight coming out. Bolty for Glorious.
They're so far down.
We talked a lot about Glory.
Based.
Can you bring it home?
Looking down the road on north side of the map, trying to control the space on this road. Couple of places you can peek out from the side, but you cannot climb on top of those dirt mounds. Looks like he's going to be fighting Landmark.
Flank left here. I'm gonna flank left.
Scooby-Doo peeking here alongside the excavator. Landmark going for a flank. Hopefully, Mr. Number 4 here can stay alive and let him do that. Realizing there from the map that he will have to go very far to make that happen. In the meantime, though, it is going to be Rockstar and GL instead. They're trying to go for that flank at the very least to try and prevent the disengage. Punish them once they're in the open. Can they make it happen?
Buggy already walking up on the inside of the wall as well, together with Anthony. And yep, there's the shots coming in. There's the damage coming out. It's going to have to be clean. And that was already somebody with no helmet, and I like that, and I respect that, because what are you really bringing the helmet for anyways, especially if it's not a tier 6, but yeah, a lot of damage coming in from both ways.
SJ! Of course it's Solo with the naked SJ. Crit getting some damage in, controlling space on the road. GL topping off, another Bolty coming in from the boy Crit. Oh my goodness, such style coming in from Anthony's team. Bolt actions up the wazoo. I love to see it.
On the truck.
Crit.
I love it.
And Solo. Getting some shots, landing a nice heady with the SJ. Oh my god. Like a watermelon. It pops as Crit moves in, secures the area, finding not any loot, but maybe a secondary to go along with that bolt action.
Love to see it. The big gun comes out.
Steps.
I think that's the first time we've seen Crit this tournament as well, and what a better time than him rocking a Bolty. The man's pretty nasty with the one clickers. Yeah.
Sure.
So far, things going well for them.
Adam potentially setting up for a flanker on the back. Anthony, Buggy, chasing. Crit and Solo maintaining control of the main road as they push further north toward this northern POI. Now, I'm not sure if that flank from Rockstar and Baked Jake from their teams, I'm not sure what that ended up actually resulting in. But at the very least, they can be happy and proud of themselves. They got the space around the road right now.
Just love that Bolton. I just love that Bolton. It's just so fun. You just don't get to see it enough. That's a tier 6 helmet going down. No surprises there.
Yeah, kill these guys outside and then go inside.
People here.
Yeah.
This is Anthony. Confidence picking up.
Why did the Anthony cross the road?
Hey, he's there.
Go behind you.
He's dead.
Hopefully. To not get doinked in the head. Looks like they were able to find one. Little body slumped up there. That's one of the very many kinds of like tight little cheeky, perhaps unintentional peaks that are on this map. In the meantime, Team Shroud getting control of the interior. Not a lot of loot we care about in here, but we do care about the rotation paths this opens up for the team. Smoke all over the place. I don't see any thermals here.
Maybe he's just memeing. Maybe he's just about to Snoop Dogg all up in this place.
Bringing the stank, dude.
That's a lot of people in that parking lot. Adam holding a tiny little angle from the left. This is risky stuff for Team Anthony. They might just be walking into a trap here.
Buggy, Anthony, and now Solo. Going for a Scooby-Doo peek around the same corner. Solo, knife out. Oh my goodness, is he just trying to buy some time for the team? Oh, Anthony looking for a heady. Solo taking the space. Oh, Anthony actually able to line up the headshot. Wonderful display of marksmanship from the boy.
Oh, and he's going to spot Adam here in a second as well. Ooh, I think that's a tag, but not a kill.
Whoa!
Inside now. Oh, gets taken out.
Oh, and
the DMRs from inside are just hard to deal with. But Anthony again, man, he shows it every time. He's good with bolties too.
Really highlights right there that sometimes you just want the M110 to spam someone down.
Down there, down the stairs. He's might see us. I don't
3
know.
people on this door. Trying to figure out if that's time to go. Owen's chomping at the bit to get active. Peanut making space with the bag of smokes. Oh my goodness. Is this the strategy from the team? Just gunk up the sightlines so no one can see or do anything?
Peanuts just Peanuts are sure that they have the best PCs here and that they are just going to have the most frames when there is a million smokes.
You can't play if your game crashes, all right? You can't win if your game's crashed.
On my front gate, Peanut.
Yep.
Here.
Where?
I'm here. Okay. The other side of this gate.
Peanuts anxious. He wants to get in as well.
Can't see it, smoke.
The red door?
Someone's coming by, wondering what all the hubbub's about.
Two.
Getting back.
I'm with you.
I'm back. I'm gonna let
Oh,
Straight ahead. I'm looking straight ahead. Watch
does
out.
look like Aqua has been taken down. I was looking forward to seeing his M110 on display.
Inside this tent.
Adam playing
Anthony
defense.
just pops you like that.
Yeah, Adam was playing defense here. I think he's waiting for Shroud and the boys to push him. M110 here does have a high ceiling for what you can get away with it, though. Like, yeah, you just spam the thing as fast as you can, headshot. All of a sudden, 3 bodies turns into none.
Peanuts back in action. All right, he's repacked his smokes.
Pelting Owen with the smoke.
Ready to send the team back in.
Next 10.
I see him. He's in this one to the right. That tent on the right. Peanut.
Confusing him.
He's on the right side of it.
Oh, God. The distraction as Owen takes him down from the tighter angle from tent to tent. Adam does go down. Mag repacking coming in. I think it's Shroud's squad that is absolutely dominating this game, Colo.
You'll have to see it. They're rolling through it as well. Not a whole lot left in the server.
Landmark's inside.
It's really Landmark. I'm not sure if Glorious is still kicking, but Landmark sure is.
The free cam on the top left will show how many teams and players are left. I did miss it just now. So maybe you guys caught that. I did not. But Landmark, he's heard the cacophony of chaos popping over on that northeastern exit, and he wants to get involved himself. Don't see any backup, don't see any teammates, but last time I checked, Landmark did his best work on his own. Maybe he can make this happen. Okay, 2 and 5. It's Landmark versus the world, dude.
Yeah, I saw the comms as well. Or I heard the comms, which means no comms. I was pretty sure he was a solo at this point. He's got the M110, so it is absolutely possible. That being said, Smoke's already coming his way. Peanut's already doing work here.
Insane.
Owen's already getting the excuses ready, just in case they get one way forward.
Thank God.
Respect it.
That's freaking awesome.
Place.
High ping plus whatever performance he's getting on the travel setup. I think that the smokes might actually be worse for Owen than anyone else.
Oh, I love it. I love the door abuse. I call it abuse. It's not really just use.
How dare you?
It's really just use of the angle, use of the visibility.
I have ammo, please.
And now this is going to be a... it's just going to be all about kiting, isn't it? Like, they're popping smokes constantly trying to close the gap. Landmark can't let him get close.
There it is.
Should we smoke out?
But it's finally over. Getting his head popped like a melon as 4 up. Team Shroud is able to win the sniper show match on Airport.
No a problem. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. They were pretty close to winning the last event, and they were pretty dangerous whenever we saw them in a fight. They're still looking. They're still clearing. They will get an admin to tell them that they have won the round here
killed a single person
in a bit.
I wonder who got all the kills on this team. I'm curious. Because also, like, the fact that we're saying that they won,
At
right?
least
Koa,
3
like,
out
wow.
Owen.
Yeah, he got a lot. Owen was getting a lot done with that M110 ammo. But at the same time, they could have...
I have 5.
They could have gotten all of the kills.
That's it.
But someone else who's dead could have gotten more.
We kill everyone.
Technically, but it is an extraction shooter, right? Like they would be the ones extracting. So
Yeah,
in my
but
eyes,
you
that's a
know,
win.
who do you
Yeah,
guys
no, I'm
think
with you.
won? Maybe someone else got more kills. I saw Anthony blow someone's head off.
Who won in your heart?
Oh, I'm gonna open the safe.
That's what we're really fighting for right now.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, we're running.
Am I gonna do it myself, Ko? I'm thinking of doing it myself.
Honestly, you can. I think you just hop over and tell them.
I'm just gonna hop over. They said they were gonna do it. I'm gonna be right back.
Don't.
Just to make sure.
There's a delay? No, there's no delay.
Oh,
Not
wait,
between them and
that
us.
That would be
Yeah.
no, that would be faster. Okay, yeah, no, I agree. Can we have an official moderator let us know? No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna get a red. Watch this.
Seal's going. He's telling him.
Are we left?
What the battery?
Do you guys want to do the puzzle?
Yes. Yes, I like puzzles. Yes.
Okay, there is.
Official moderator here. You guys won. You did it. I'm just popping in because no one else is. Good job.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Good job.
Good work, boys.
Yeah, that was all the team.
Right, Peanut, come get the.
Strad's just like happy to help. He's just hanging out.
You're wasting so much.
He's just there with
How
them.
they just get to loot everything.
Yeah. We're all about
What
to
you got?
leave.
Yeah. After shooting 7 billion in ammo and throwing 45 smokes.
Same time, so
Yeah,
we can
drink
all
the punch.
They're
drink
backing
the
out.
punch.
That wasn't.
Oh, okay. I thought
That was not the
from
scav.
tired. Or
That
like
was
the
not
scav just
the
blew them away
scariest
for a
scav
second.
in the world. No.
Okay.
Hold on.
Dude, sometimes, like, the way that people talk about scavs sometimes, like the M16 TV scavs, like, you'd think that that's what they were doing.
How many operators did you guys kill?
The admins they didn't jump into the voice channel. They just jumped into one of the scavs and just domed them all. No.
Yeah,
just
jump into the scav and be like, yo, you guys won, congratulations, bang, 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 bang. A very ABI way to end it, wouldn't it be? Like, it just like have like a god scav just run around doming everyone.
Yeah, no problem. Too easy peasy for Shroud. I think Owen got a lot of them. I saw him getting the Anthony kill as well, and I think maybe Summit got buggy because they both kind of died at the same time there. And they just rolled over the rest of the place. The DMRs were just a little bit hard to stop. I honestly, okay, I'm kind of over analyzing right now. Having a million smokes and having the DMRs where you can push close is kind of a nice combo. Like it kind of does work.
Yeah, when we introduced this mode, people are like, what about the stuns? What if people bring a backpack full of stuns? But Peanut was asking the real question, I guess providing the real answers. What do you do if someone brings a backpack full of smokes? And apparently the answer is you freaking die. Like, the answer is you lose.
Yeah. Peanut's a winner. What can you say? He's a team player. He's setting his team up for success. That was pretty cool. That was pretty chill. I like it. We sped it up a bit. The players were just rushing through that one. Nobody was trying to survive. What for? But there's just something about ultis, right? Like Landmark gets a nice little 2-tap here or there.
Solo
just doesn't get you excited as much as the bolties do.
That SJ solo headshot early in the round.
Juicy.
Oh, that's like, especially like the lower the cycle rate. All right, like the longer it takes to pull the bolt back to ready the next round, the more satisfying it is, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. And then you have a gun where you might one tap to the body and you shoot them in the head, and then it's like, oh, okay. Like
that should have its own animation. Like just blow them off their feet, send them flying.
Yeah, you know how you knock some, you finish a knock sometimes, and they just get transported into space.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that should just be standard if you hit somebody with an SJ. That being said, there's no red ammo for that gun, right? Not in this mode. We only had M61. That was the only red ammo we had. So he literally had to headshot him, and of course he does. So nicely done.
What a good leg meta him. A couple SJ leg shots. See how it goes.
You're the ABI professor. How many leg shots do you need with an SJ?
Dude, you're asking like it's one of those lollipops, right? Like how many licks does it take to get the center of whatever it is? I forget. Like it's the same thing with an SJ, dude. Like that.
Yeah.
That would take ages just from cycling the round over and over and over again. But I mean, hey, I'm like maybe they could have figured out this round. But luckily, all the dudes that didn't bring M61 didn't look like they had to end up killing any tier 6 armored guys. I love seeing all the dudes with like bags full of M61 as well during that raid. That was very, very silly.
Yeah. Very, very weird when you're used to seeing that in your container and like one stack, and never
maybe
never
two
more.
bullets in your gun. Yeah.
Yeah, different times. All right, we got the highlights for you guys. Let's head on over and see who hit the sickest shots in our last show match here.
I already know what I'm looking for here. Looking for those bolty headies.
Yep.
Was that 2 people just then? Did I see that right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of peaks going on, and these guys are getting a lot of their heads torn off here.
He almost sounds offended.
Yeah. Maybe they thought it was snipers only. Maybe they didn't get the memo.
Maybe.
I'm sure they did.
Maybe. I did my best.
It felt like
to let
Solo
everyone
wasn't
know,
too
yeah.
sure at that point, to be honest. It felt like Solo thought this was bolties only.
They made it work. They won a 3-way fight with only having bolties.
Yeah.
Anthony landing a couple of decent shots, but then getting slammed from behind by Owen. And this was honestly the highlight of the event for me. Like the whole time, just like seeing all the smokes getting chucked. Like I don't even know where these are going. I don't know if it's inbounds. I don't think he knows. It doesn't matter though.
It does not matter. Together with the
Look
jumps
at
as well,
his stamina.
Yeah, making sure that it's not only his arm stamina that's gone, it's also his leg stamina. I'm not actually sure. What happens if you press the smoke keybind when your arm stamina is gone? That's just
I think it just lets you do it.
Happened to me.
Yeah, we're discovering new information. You can still throw grenades with no arm stamina. Adam going down here. I didn't even see Zeegers die. I guess it didn't matter. Probably Summit that was able to take him down from the off angle flank. Landmark, I really thought Landmark was going to do this, by the way. Like, from what we saw last time, I was really expecting just, like, hold angle, headshot, reposition. Hold angle, headshot, reposition. But it was him that got caught off guard, which can happen so easily when you're in a 4v1.
Yeah.
4v1.
4v1, and they got the good flanks, they got the good angles, and they ran him down as well. Just like that, they are the sniper champions. The big men from Team Shroud. Peanut with the smokes, and then Shroud just out here helping, being around, helping out.
Cheerleader.
Summit and Owen. Owen from the travel setup, already getting the excuses in before the fight, but still popping off. You love to see it. He is the big man from ABI as well, and they did really well that round.
I would love to see a replay that's just his performance monitor, like in that last game. Whenever Peanut throws a smoke grenade in the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth, just like seeing the FPS just keep going lower and lower and lower. But congratulations again to Shroud. Very fun display of marksmanship, tactics, and general chaos on display for the 4th and final round of the Abydos show match.
Big stuff from the big streamers coming out, and don't worry, we have more big stuff coming at you because we're going to be interviewing some of the guys, and that includes the winners of the second round. That includes the team that went away with $20,000 from tonight. You guys went away with a lot of Steam cards. You hopefully went away with a somewhat enjoyable time, despite me and Seal being here. But these guys are going away with a big chunk of cash, and sure, if you're a big streamer, maybe that doesn't move the needle that much. But these guys, they're honest people, man. 5K is a lot of cash.
Yeah, like Aqua's team especially, like these are guys who are like ABI endemic. They're not like your Shrouds or your Summits. Like 5K is a lot of money. It's very real. I know that if I were to make 5K, like that would kind of like, it wouldn't change my lifestyle, but it would definitely be enough to make me comfortable for like the rest of the year, man. So I'm really happy that Aqua was able to win it for the boys and girls.
Yeah, I remember last one as well. It was super nice. We had the show match. We had the Abyss, right, coming up, and then Lucy said basically in an interview, said, I can buy a GPU now and I can go visit my girlfriend, and I could not do both those things before. And that's just like, wow, okay, that's so cool,
lovely,
right?
Yeah,
that is so cool. But
now you can buy RAM. Now we can buy RAM too.
Yeah, you can buy one stick of RAM and you'll be left with like $400. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, times are weird, man. Times are weird.
Man.
But
it's so hard
at least
to
we get to enjoy
gamer.
ABI. Yeah, at least Season 4 came out, At least I can spend $90 and get myself Talia and feel good about myself while I get absolutely slammed on snowy Northridge. Could be worse.
We'll be getting you guys the interviews as soon as they're ready, by the way. Got 2 or 3 lined up for you, including one with the winner. I'm really excited to talk to Aqua. I don't think that we were able to get an on-stream interview with Aqua before.
Correct.
We weren't able to, but I did have the pleasure of talking to him before the first event. And my goodness, like just the immaculately chill vibes. And honestly, he had like a lot of he seemed. It sounds like maybe like the wrong word to use, maybe like the incorrect amount of gravitas. But he seems like very like wise, like wizened, like wise. You know, like just like a chill guy. He's just doing what he wants to be doing, and he's making it work. And you gotta respect that.
Can you explain to me what the difference is between that and just wise in general? Because wise is the word I know. Wizened? Wise?
Yeah, it's like you've become wise, wizened.
So you're just calling him like old?
You know, got a little bit of gray in his hair. I do too. I think a lot of these extraction shooter dudes got some gray in their hair, man. Like we're pretty old now.
Yeah, everybody is pretty old in gaming these days.
We're getting older.
It is what it is. Just some old dudes yapping. But we have an interview.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Yeah, sorry about that.
We have an interview for you guys. We have the man himself. We have Aqua FPS. Let's see what he has to say. Hello. The man himself. Can you hear us?
Hi guys, how are you? Me wise, by the way. I'm so flattered. Two big things tonight.
I really like talking to you.
I won
I
something.
didn't know you could hear all of that, but I like talking to you.
Yeah, I can. Pleasure to speak with you guys. I won something and got called wise. This is huge for me. I've peaked tonight. So thank you.
Two big wins. 2 big wins in a row. I kind of had you guys as kind of the dark horse, and I kind of I realized that like some things worked out for you in the first event, but it was hard to be consistent. Today, everything just kind of really went your way. Can you talk us through that last match a bit? Because I feel like you made so many right decisions there.
My team told me what to do, and then they kind of carried me and made it so we won. That's pretty much like all the credit I can take credit for. They were great. Yeah, their comms are super tight. Like they're such good players. They totally deserve the win, and I bravely observed. I did contribute 2 things. 1, I got 1 kill. Very proud of that kill. 2. I told a very funny joke before the tournament, and I think it kind of helped everyone, you know, just get the giggles out a little before the tournament, you know. So,
sick.
You cannot understate the value of good team morale going into an event like this. To kind of keep it a little more broad, though. I want to ask you because we talked about this a little bit before the first event, and I really liked your answer. But like, what do you get out of extraction shooters? Like, what is the feeling that keeps you glued to the genre the way that you are?
It's a few things. I would say like there are a lot of like undulating peaks and valleys in many ways. So like. You've got the PvP. If you get a big kill and get like a lot of loot, that is like super fun, super exciting. And then there's like the chance at like, you know, sitting at like a slot machine basically and getting like that really rare item, like, oh god, I gotta get out now. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of different types of progression as well that you can like enjoy. It's got that like RPG element and then the competitive FPS element and like just like a lot of games put together in one, like a lot of genres kind of mashed together, and it just creates a good time. You know, I'm a big fan of the genre as a whole.
Yeah, I can see why you called this guy wise. That was a fabulous answer. I do agree.
Yeah,
it's
really?
kind of sick. Yeah, and
I feel.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
It was eloquent.
I feel like
poetic,
that's all
man.
just really like kind of right there. Thanks.
Yeah,
you know,
I've never heard it put out that way though. That was cool.
Thank you. This is a big night for me. Thank you guys for
sick.
You know, tooting my horn so much. But yeah, can I just say thank you to you guys and everyone who put the tournament together, my teammates and all the other contestants. It was so fun. I enjoyed this tremendously. Even more
That
than
was
my
the feeling I
sandwich
got
had
watching you
today.
guys
I had a
as well.
great sandwich for lunch. Huh?
yeah, just an overall awesome day. There's one thing we kind of missed. All right, in that second Northridge game, there was a point where you guys were 2 up. I think it was Seegers and Juxto, and Seegers found a red, and then you guys weren't like sure, should we leave? Should we kill the last guy? And then we had a big fight on the other side of the map, so we completely missed what happened to you guys. Can you tell us that story as well after you told the story of extraction shooter games?
Yeah. So we found the red in like a safe that had already been popped, but it turned out they didn't loot it.
Oh wow!
Someone else opened the safe and didn't actually look inside. So
that's bizarre.
Zegers just like looked in there just as he was passing through the room, and was like, "We have a red," and from then on, it was just wait, play it super safe in the building, try to like hold. If anyone was rushing in. And then at a point when the time was ticking out, they, obviously had to make a run for it to the bridge. And then when they got to the bridge, they were like, the extraction, it's bugged, it's not working. It was honestly edge of my seat. I had died, of course, so I was just watching this from spectator view. That was the round I got the kill on, though. But, yeah, so they got to the extract, and they're like, the extract, it's bugged, something's wrong. And then Juxto figured out that they like changed the time requirement to extract there or something.
Yeah.
And then she was like, no, it's fine, we can go now. And then like 5 seconds later they extracted. And that was big. That was big. And then also just all the loot from the people that we had killed that round. There were bodies all over the place. So they just became them. They just shed their own skin and wore someone else's, essentially. Not to be gross, but that's what they said. Like a snake, like a gamer snake.
Yeah, a gamer snake. It is kind of a game of snakes. It's funny because in that exact same thing, with the exact same time the extract happened to another team at the same time, and they was just sitting there like wondering and almost starting to panic, and then actually had to leave because another team came to kill them because they didn't get the time requirements right. But yeah, completely different story, and it was just happening entirely other side of the map.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I'm surprised that they didn't know that, because my teammates, they're very knowledgeable about the game, much more than me. Like I said, they totally carried me, and I contributed as much as I can could. But yeah, they're very smart, so very wise. The reason, even though you called me wise, they're wiser.
The reason why that ended up happening was because we adjusted the timers downward so that the rounds wouldn't take quite as long. So people are used to at a certain point in time they'll be available to extract, and then all of a sudden those times have changed because the timers have been cut down. That being said, Aqua, I think that before we let you go, I would ask you, oh wise one, do you have any words of wisdom to share with the audience before we let you go and end the broadcast?
Enjoy your lunch every day. It's kind of the best meal of the day. Don't just grab and enjoy it as best you can. And that's it. And stay close with your friends and loved ones. And that's all. That's it. But yeah, you guys should have interviewed my teammates instead of me, honestly. But I'm very honored to be here. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, man. We just wanted to give you another win. You had the sandwich, you won the tournament, so we just wanted to give you another one.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out,
Those
Aqua.
3 things
Happy to have
today.
you.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you guys so much.
Have a good night.
You too.
I think I'm subbing to him like right now. Like literally right now.
I'm becoming an Aqua fan. I've just been converted. How do we come away from every interview just saying this is the nicest guy on the planet? What is going on?
Oh my goodness.
He's got this way of saying like really simple things and not putting a lot of energy into his voice, and still it sounds so cool. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like a better person after having heard him talk. I will enjoy my lunch tomorrow. I will enjoy the little things in life.
I'll focus on it. I'll focus on my lunch tomorrow. Yeah. Holy. No phone. No phone while I'm eating my lunch tomorrow, right? Full focus on that. What a guy. What a guy to win the tournament. He's not wrong, right? We got to give a ton of credit to his team, making a lot of right calls, especially in that last game. I think they played to perfection. They figured out that second game as well, making sure get that loot in. Remember, we are watching the Observer client. We have so much more info than they do. And you were like, what is Seegers doing there? But he ends up looking into that safe and it's, oh, all right, we got a red. We're leaving, you know? A game-changing information because it doesn't hurt him at all to look into that safe. So just, you know, doing a lot of things right. Atom in that last game as well, locking it in with the kills on the outside. Juxto as well. Big stuff from all of his teammates.
And you know, this was far from the flashiest team, Koho, but even looking at the first event, this was the team that I think they had the most impact on the meta. Like, everyone was constantly having to react to what they were doing and how they were playing. Day one, round one of the airport set of matches, they were the ones that were playing Edge that made everyone else realize, oh shoot, we don't have to go to that middle bloodbath in day two, round one today. They were the one playing cable car, playing defense, and then just basically forcing everyone to just, you know, basically kill themselves on their own personal Normandy. Like, no one could actually burst in to that cable car POI. They did eventually extract, I think, as 2 or 3, but then that very much so determined. We heard it in Owen's comms later on. That determined like the way that everyone was maneuvering around the map after that. They were not the flashiest people, but I think that they were the most impactful as far as making and forcing the rest of the lobby to play around them.
Yeah. Super nice guys. And well done. Like, it wasn't even close today. I think it looked a little bit closer in the score than it actually ended up being. And it was super well deserved. I think it was well deserved for Anthony in the first one. And they went two very separate ways. I feel like Team Anthony was always just the fraggers, right? The powerhouses just banging things out. This was different. This was strategy. And this was a very well executed strategy. We talked a ton about strategy when we had the last more esports event with pre-made teams that could decide who they played with, could practice with each other, right? It was a very different vibe. I think, like, there was a lot of those players in this exact tournament making the calls for their team.
About half of them.
And they all got completely outplayed by Team Aqua.
No previous comp experience on that team. Not in ABI. Complete newcomers. Adam, Juxto, Zegers, they play a lot of ABI, but this is the first time seeing them in any ABI Showmatch or esports events. They should be immensely proud of themselves. Adam actually did play the last one, my mistake. But, you know, Zegers and Juxto, as well as obviously Aqua, like, is definitely the greenest team at playing in this format. Watching them walk away with the $20,000 win is just, it's inspiring, is what it is.
Didn't matter at all. And then Aqua with the solo ops roleplay there, proning with the M110 with rare ammo as well, just making the hearts of half of the ABI player base just beat a little bit faster. Crazy stuff from them, super fun. Honestly, the nicest guy to ever win a tournament. I'm convinced. I'm convinced that there's nobody else that gets close. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks ABI for putting on the massive amount of Steam gift cards as well for you guys. Thank you, Seal, for being here. Do you wanna close the show for us?
Nah, just thank you guys for watching. I really hope I can see you guys again next time, whether it be a show match or esports. I love doing this, and I hope that you guys love playing ABI as well. Season 4 has so many cool quality of life. There's parts of the better vertical audio, better graphics, better tick rate. It almost feels like ABI 2, the amount of improvements that have happened to the game. So if you liked the show today, then make sure you load it up, play the new airport map, play the new quest line. There's a ton of stuff to do. Have fun, shoot some dudes, get some loot.
See you guys around.
Tiptoe, careful what you wish for. You don't wanna end up in my space, no. Wishful thinking you might get home. You might have to gamble with your life on. Keep on testing on my patience. blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in me. They make me blue, they want me. I close my eyes and I see. I close my eyes and I see. Careful who you choose as a target. Get it over wall, yeah, I think I'm on it. I don't think you know what just started. Cause one of us is ending up in a coffin. Keep on testing on my patience. There's an open invitation. Cause something to say, then you better say it. Just know that you're what you saw. Close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me dead. I close my eyes and I see all these demons in my head. They beat me blue, they want me. I close my eyes and I see. I close my eyes and I see. Strange how quickly you went silent. Wait, now you're saying you're not about it. Don't stop, you should keep on talking that talk. Let's see if you can walk. Close my eyes and I see all these demons in my